Ladies and gentlemen, I am William McDermott here, joined with Liam Nolan.
At this time, we ask
And
that you
today
please
we are going
rise
to
and
be
remove your hats as we honor America
St.
with our
Chris versus
national anthem.
Trinity Episcopal School football game, our first football game of the season for the Saints. It's going to be the national anthem right now.
I'm just trying to hear Chad. I can't hear Chad, Clark, or
I heard Clark.
All right, Chad.
We are back here for the St. Christopher's versus Trinity Episcopal game. The Saints kicking off to start the game. Saints deferred.
And we're underway in Acock Stadium.
Nice kick from Sears back to the end zone. Going to be a touchback. Titans will start with the ball first.
That's the touchback. Titans will be getting on first down.
So Liam, first game for the Saints here, coming up with a 5-5 season. Made it to the state semifinals of the playoffs last year. Fell to Benedictine in a whopping loss. And a lot of returning players. Also lost a lot of pretty good players last year. So
yeah, it should be an exciting season. Trinity's got a great environment here. I'm excited to kick off the season here. So Trinity will start off from there in 20.
On the 20.
First and 10.
Quarterback for the Titans, number 15, Jack Toscano. Guy go in motion, run out to the outside, trying to bounce it. Nice play made by the Saints
Trinity
defender, led by
quarterback number
Hayden
15,
Forrest.
Jack Toscano,
Number 2,
with a sweep handoff off to the
Mal
right
Smith
to number 2,
on
Mal
the carry.
Smith.
Got about 3 yards, so second and 7 now.
Gain of about 3 on the play, brings up second down.
Same thing. Yeah, wing. Trips. Wing. Wing trips. Motioning over, we're even.
Another, looks like the same play, another option. Handed off this time. First down for the Titans, tackle made by
Strong run by the Titans, number 21, Joe Love up the middle. That's a Titan first down.
Number 21, Joe Love on the carry for the Titans first down.
It's a nice run there. Some great work by the line, opening up a big goal, but I don't think it'll last long. Our linebacker core is pretty good.
It's another carry there.
Swallowed up by, looked like that was
Joe Sullivan.
And Jeff Moore
Yep.
helped in at the end there.
Short gain on the
So the linebacker core this year, William, features
Very strong for the Saints.
yeah,
Trent Hendrick.
senior Jeff Moore and Hayden Forrest, as well as sophomores Trent Hendrick and Nikos Kavanos.
Saints not watching the ball there. Going to be drawing the offsides penalty. Be 5 yards for the Titans.
That's going to be
Yeah, so
offsides
it's
on
going
the
to be Trent
Saints.
Hendrick and Nikos
Tack on 5
Kavanos.
more for the Titans.
First year at linebacker.
Right up the
Another
middle.
handoff to
On
Love.
second and short from the Titan 43. Up
Looks
the
like a little
middle, here goes
extracurricular
Joe
over there.
Love.
75
Looks like he's
just
got enough for the first down.
hit Jeff Moore
Jeremy
late.
Singleton, one of the big,
You know, that's
big
what I love
Trinity
about
offensive linemen.
That's what I love about Jeff Moore is that he just hit him late, but Jeff has the self-control. Clearly a natural leader for the football team. Doesn't react.
Nice blocking by
Doesn't
that
get a
O-line,
careless
led by number
15-yard
75,
penalty.
Jeremy
Just
Singleton.
takes it, and, I'm sure he'll get back.
Absolutely. One of the 7 captains, I believe, for the Saints football team this year. They have a lot of leadership on this team.
He's going even.
As we were saying, I mean, Saints have got guys like Nikos Kavanos and Trent Hendrick who saw all their time on running back last year, no time on the defensive side of the ball, making the move to linebacker, two of the more bigger and athletic guys on the team.
Absolutely. It's definitely interesting to see them move over, but I think it'll be a good fit. They're both just great athletes, and they can develop pretty well.
Wing right. He's good.
Wing right over here.
Even.
There's Nikos
Came out
Kavanos
the
again
game
there,
of
and
the
Trent
Titans.
Hendrick.
Trying to
Joe
strip the
Love.
ball after carry about 3 yards.
Looks like the
Off
Saints
the
had
left
about
side
all
this time
11
for a
defensive
short
players
gain.
on that there. That's good
Yeah.
game tackling.
Stopped by a host of Saints after
So,
about 3
safety
yards.
this year for the Saints. It's going to be, looks like Brooks Council and Mia Neville Aya. Not playing very deep as Titans have not passed the ball yet. A lot of guys in the box here for the Saints.
Looks like the Saints' 2 corners this year are going to be, at least for now, Teddy Damgard, and there's the other one, Chris Thomas
nice
there on the
play for
tackle.
Chris
Swing
Thomas
pass
there.
to Mouse, number 2 for the Titans.
Right down, watch down the distance here.
Just got his pass
Stopped
to
a
Mouse
little to no
Smith.
gain
No
by
gain
number
on the
3,
play.
Kristen
Nice
Thomas of the
open field
Saints.
tackle from Thomas.
Gave us a hard count last time.
Yep.
This will bring up a 3rd down and a long 7 to go for the Titans.
So 3rd and 7 now for the Titans.
Tight. They're in tight.
Elisik in the backfield. Toscano drops back, pressured from the edge. Nice coverage there from number 1, Hayden Forrest.
Pass broken up by
linebacker,
the
and
Saints, number 1,
Hunt's
Hayden
going to come on
Forrest.
for the Titans.
Yeah, and Garnet
And
Nelson had a
that's going to be
great
4th down for the Titans.
pass rush off the edge there, forcing that throw and kind of complicating it. He had to throw around Garnet Nelson, screaming around the edge, and that always helps.
Garnet Nelson, actually one of the smaller guys on the team, but he definitely
In
makes
the
a
punt,
difference on
number
the
30
D-line.
for the
Absolutely. Hard over height for Garnet
Yeah.
Nelson.
Connor McClung.
Hey, we got 3 out here.
3. We need someone else. Evans, yep.
Back to receive is Hayden Forrest, number 1 for the Saints.
Punt is blocked.
By the Saints, it looks like Nelson actually got in on it.
So great
And
starting
a
field position for the Saints.
rush
We'll be starting
with
their
a
own
piece of
40,
that
1st and
punt.
10 here now.
Good job, George.
Looks like Nelson got there, or Hodgson.
And the
Hodgson's
Saints are gonna
usually
take
been
over
a-
on their own 40-yard line.
Even want to scheme for it.
Hodgins historically has been a great special teams player. He had a couple blocked punts last year.
Great off the edge.
Just a nose for the football, always
Yeah.
gets back there, and always goes 100%. You never see him.
That was the
He's
Saints
a high
number
motor
50,
guy,
Garnet
a
Nelson
lot of
with the
energy,
block of the punt.
and loves football.
Absolutely. So we're going to get the first look at the Saints offense, and starting quarterback number 8, Griffin O'Farrell, won the starting job over Gil Williams, but they will still split.
Griffin O'Farrell, number 8 at quarterback for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 40.
Handoff to Hendrick.
Handoff up the
No
middle,
help from his
stopped by the
offensive
Titan
line.
defensive line. Ross on the play. It's going to set up 2nd down.
Yeah, but, I mean, they brought the house on that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Titan line led by number 55, Jackson Handback.
So after the run, Saints' initial run is stuffed. It'll be 2nd and 11 here now from their own 39.
Kavanis goes in motion. Another handoff to Hendrick.
He's fighting through. It takes
Another handoff
wow.
up the middle to
Long
number
run up the
5.
middle.
Trent
That was
Hendrick.
about 5 yards after
about
contact
6 on
there
the
for Trent
play.
Hendrick.
It's
He got
gonna
hit
set up
initially, but shook it off and kept on going. Dragged about 5 or
Third,
6
about
Trinity
5 to go
players
for the
with them.
Saints.
Yeah, I think the big question for the Saints this year is going to be how productive can the younger guys be. I mean, they got sophomores in Andre Green and out at wide receiver, Trent Hendrick in the backfield.
Let's hear it
Kavanis
for our
also in the
Titans on
backfield.
3rd down.
A young team this year. Of course, they got Tazwell and Nigel Green also starting at wide receiver.
Along with Walker Wallace as well. He's got great height.
They're going to roll out looking for Green. A bit short. There was a flag down on the play. Could be a too many minute
Flag on the
field.
play. Pressure on the quarterback with the Titans number 25, Daniel Elizic.
Sideline warning.
So no penalty on the play. Going to be a sideline warning on the Titans.
Sideline warning has been issued.
Titans players on the sideline getting too close to the
Brings
field.
up 4th and 5 to go.
So with 4th and 5, it'll be Jack Sewers on to punt.
It appears Jack Sewers is on to punt for the Saints.
Jack Sears is a guy I think that will have a phenomenal
Back to
season this year. I
receive for
mean,
the Titans, number 8, Dre Bailey.
he at the beginning of last season wasn't planning on kicking, but we had an injury to our previous kicker. Jack Sears hopped into the lineup, and he's been great. I think we could see him at a serious D1 program sometime down the
Great
line.
run from Sewers there.
High punt, fielded by
Dre Bailey
Dre.
almost dropped it.
And
What
a great tackle.
That's number 2.
Will Tazwell. You know, Tazwell was great last year, too. He brought him up as a sophomore. He's been phenomenal. And again, one of those high motor guys, high effort. He's always got a nose
athletic.
for the football.
Yeah.
Nice tackle
Absolutely.
by the Saints, Harwell Harrison, number 7, on Dre Bailey. That's going to set up Titans 1st and 10 on their
Think-
20-yard line.
Honestly, the big question of the Saints defense this year, we talked about the
Nice
linebackers
hold by
earlier,
the
but
Titan
really is their
defense.
secondary. Last year, they had Brady Matson and
Will
Tate
Beck.
Gathright, and as well as Will Beck, and of course me and Avalia, I believe the only returning starter for the secondary this year. Blitz Hendrick coming in hot.
Great hit by Hendrick, but
Toscano got
Titans
the pass
back to
off.
pass, complete to number 5, Sean Riley.
Sean Riley on the catch, and Teddy Damgard made the overfield tackle
so simple,
after
just
9 yards.
10-yard button hook there. Nice find by Toscano. Good rush
And
by
that
Hendrick.
appears to be
That
enough
was a
for a
really
Titan
good throw
first
from
down.
Toscano there to get it out in time. Had Trent Hendrick coming
1st
straight,
and 10 on
straight
the
towards
30 for the
big
Trinity
hit.
Titans.
Oh, fumble on the ball, and it looks like it was picked
Fumble on
up
the
by
play.
Nikos Kovanis.
It is going to be Nikos Kavanis comes with the football there. So Saints will take over in Trinity's territory
And the Saints
on
have
the opposing
recovered.
32-yard line.
So a miscue on the handoff. It looked like slipped out of
Going
number
to
2
set up
Jalen
the
Mouse
Saints
Smith's
1st and
hands.
10 at the Titan
And,
31-yard line.
Fortunate for the Saints to be at the right place at the right time, and now they got great field position.
Looked like a rough exchange there.
So back out comes Griffin O'Farrell in the St. Cruisers offense.
This time with Forrest in the backfield. They're going to have 3 main running backs for the Saints this year, Hendrick, Forrest, and Kovanis. Play action. O'Farrell pressure running out to his left. Oh, he had
Saints quarterback
daylight in front of him,
pressured
but
and
was
dropped
just
by number
tripped up by
33,
number
Ethan
33.
Rosen of your Titans.
Ethan Rosen. I mean,
2nd and 8.
if he gets by him, I think that could be 6 for the Saints.
Limited to a very short gain on the play.
And O'Farrell's one of those guys that
number 8 of the Saints, Griffin O'Farrell.
the St. Chris was looking at using 2 quarterbacks this year, and both quarterbacks bring things to the table. One of the things that Griffin brings to the table is his ability to scramble and run. I mean, he's
Set up
incredible in the
second,
open
about 7
field.
to go for the
And
Saints.
like you said there, if he gets in the open field there, that could be absolutely 6.
Yeah. Pitch to Hayden Force. Bounces around the edge. Still going. Stepped out of
Saints
bounds.
running back number 1, Hayden
Force is a tough
Forrest on the
runner
pitch
downfield.
left. Found some daylight, and that's going to be enough for a first down for the Saints.
So, I believe that's the first down for the Saints.
And Hayden's one of the best athletes that St. Chris has in the field.
Be first and 10 for the
running
Saints
back
on the
and
Titan
linebacker.
18-yard line. Saints in the red zone.
He's been a football player forever. I mean,
Since 7th grade, I mean, he's been running back.
and he doesn't avoid contact by any means. He loves
Motion
it.
from Terry. It's a shovel pass to him. Gets a couple blocks. Reed Terry on the
O'Farrell,
edge.
the quarterback for the
Another nice
Saints with
pickup
the
of 9
option
yards.
pitch.
Interesting play call there.
It doesn't surprise me, though, because Reed Terry
Option pitch
is
off the left side.
notoriously a
Reed
good
Terry,
rugby
number
player,
9
and
of
that
the
was
Saints for a
a
nice
backwards
gain
pitch.
again.
Probably felt pretty natural for him, having played so much rugby in his
Yeah,
life.
he's going to play a lot of fullback and stuff this year. I mean, last year they tried him out at tight end, just couldn't seem to have a nick for the ball. And
Second and short
nice
for
play
the
there from
Saints
him.
now. On the
Yeah, he's a really
Titan
strong
10.
guy, so that's why the fullback position is great, because he's got great leg strength.
bringing in Jeff Moore here at fullback, ISO formation. Hand off to Hendrick. Couple
Saints
yards.
line up
Looks
in
like
the
it's good
eye
enough
to
to
put
get the
some
first
power
down.
football handoff to number 5, Trent Hendrick for a short gain.
No, they're actually just short, so 3rd and inches.
First and goal on the 7.
And that appears to be enough for a first down for the Saints.
So it actually
Inside
will
the
be a first
Titan
down. Gonna be
10-yard
first and
line. That's going to be
goal.
first and goal.
I wouldn't be surprised to go to the tall Nigel Green on the outside or Andre Green.
I mean, you just have such great height at wide receiver.
They're super athletic.
Both Nigel, Andre, and Tazwell all have great height. I would say all above 6'3", so
And here it is. O'Farrell will
Nolan
roll
White is the
out.
Saints quarterback,
Pressure,
number 8.
looking for the run. Throws to Andre Green.
too low.
Pass is incomplete.
He was open. Nice play from Andre to get open there at the end of the route.
Flag on the
down
play.
Ball was a little too shallow for him.
It was a good find. He was looking in the right
Incomplete
spot.
pass
Just delivery
to
wasn't there,
number
and it's hard to
6,
do on the
Andre
run.
Green.
Yeah, especially on the run.
But that's probably the second or third ball we've seen that's been low this game.
Looks like a penalty will be against the Saints.
Saints had an illegal lineman downfield on the play.
Lineman downfield, back him up 5 yards. So
Set up first and 10 on the Titan. Yeah, it'd be first and goal, but from the Titan 12.
it's still going to be first and goal here, so the play won't count. Saints actually going with the same formation here. Wallace, though, instead of Nigel Green in at the top of the screen. Snap a little high, hand off to Hendrick. I mean, Titans D-line's doing a pretty good job of getting off the block, and no gain. Tackle there was made by number 75, Jeremy Singleton.
Titan line stuffs number 5, Trent Hendrick of the Saints on that play.
Yeah, Hendrick has not been able to get much blocking today. I mean, they've tried some good interior runs, which are great for a guy like Trent. He's power back, but seems like the line's been breaking down a little bit early and
Safety. Watch that middle.
getting hit right at the line of scrimmage can be frustrating.
Saints are
Jeremy
actually without
Singleton, Jackson Handback, and Shameen
starting
Provost
left tackle
really
Jim
holding on the line
Wickham
for the
today, so
Titans.
there you have Brian Bell playing right tackle, and Connor Lamb moved to left. O'Farrell looking for Tazwell.
Second and goal, and the flag
Overthrown,
route to
so-
number 2. Tazwell is incomplete. That's going to bring up third down.
So Trinity's Sean Riley was there for defense covering Tazwell, which could be an interesting matchup today. Sean
It's
Riley is listed
third
as
and goal for the Saints. Let's hear it for our Titans.
Sean Riley, as I was saying, is listed as a 6'3" DB, and that's the kind of size you need to be able to guard a guy like Tazwell, who's
Yeah, he's
probably around the 6'5",
Playing their
6'6"
free
range.
safety, it looks like. They're on the hard count. Just not enough help from his
And
O-line
number
there.
8 of the Saints has been sacked. Griffin Farrell sacked on the
Number
play.
56, Shameen Provost, who just blew right around Brian Bell.
Sack is registered by number 56 of the Titans, Shameen Provost.
Coach, it's spread them out more.
So it'll be Jack Sears on now. He'll be attempting probably a 35-yarder, looks like.
Yeah.
And
He can make these.
There are a few high school kickers that can go out here and kick in a 35-yarder
Just
with
like
confidence. So I think Jack Sears will absolutely find himself at a D1 program next year.
Either walk on or scholarship.
Yeah, exactly.
This is a big year for him, though. Hold from O'Farrell. Of course, great kick from Sewers.
And the kick is wide right, plenty of
Right
distance.
over the middle, but
But the score remains 0-0, and the Titan
right
defense
goalpost and
with a great hold.
good. Excuse me.
It's a rare miss from Jack
Titan
Sears, but it's
defensive
also the first one of the
really
year.
Putting up a fight on
Probably
that
a little bit
series to hold
nervous.
the Saints scoreless.
It's a pretty loud environment here at Trinity, and it's the first one of the year. I think we can give it to him.
Definitely got the air on that one. Just I don't know if some with the hold. New holder this year also for him. Griffin
Yeah,
O'Farrell
just
instead of
pushed
Patrick
it a little bit right, but definitely has the leg.
Yeah, Rutis was a pretty good holder. Of course, playing football at ODU or baseball at ODU this year.
So I'm not sure why we're not starting yet. So I'm confused why the play clock never started for them.
And it's a timeout, Trinity.
Looks like a delayed
and with
timeout.
3:45 left in the first quarter. It's
really
Titan
late
0,
timeout. With
the
that
Saints
timeout,
0.
we will also take one, and we'll be right back.
First and 10 on the
Back here
Titan
with
zone 20.
3
Here
minutes,
we go.
45 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Toscano drops back after the timeout. Pressured, a lot of Saints around him. Finally dragged down by number 44, Jeff Moore.
Jack Toscano back to pass.
Loss of 1.
And he's sacked for a loss on the play.
Jeff Moore really is all over the ball.
That at least seemed
Number
to be a
44,
little bit
the
of a
Saints,
coverage
Jeff Moore on the
sack.
sack.
Looks like it was good coverage by Teddy Damgard on the edge there. And that's where he was looking, but I think
Didn't know where
Damgard
to
had it
throw the
locked
ball
up
and-
and
yeah.
wasn't able to go anywhere with the ball. So
The carry from
Joe Love, number 21.
all right, so there we go again.
Off the left side for a short gain.
Just twice now we've seen Trinity have some extracurricular after the play and
Of course, that's
push one of our players.
number 5, Sean Riley. Two teams definitely don't like each other here.
Third down, ball on the Titan 21-yard line.
Always seem to find
Third
each
and
other
long.
on the first week of the season for the Saints. Toscano takes a snap. Damn guard.
And great defense.
Damn
Great
guard.
Pass is
defense.
incomplete to number 5, Sean Riley.
So Sean Riley last play was just pushing Damgard, and then there he
wanted
gets.
the ball there.
Yeah, he
Sean
wanted the ball
Riley,
and he got locked down, which, as they do at Trinity. So
No flags, and that's going to bring up fourth down for the Titans.
great defense there from Teddy Damgard. It'll force a
Coming to
fourth
punt,
down.
number 30 back
Last time they punted, it was
to punt
blocked,
for the Titans.
I believe, by Hodgson and Hayden Forrest back deep for the Saints.
And Hodgson is in position again to do the same exact thing. You see him positioned on the right side of the
Number
line
1
there.
for the Saints, Hayden Forrest back to receive the
Not a
kick.
lot of guys on the line for the Titans. Only 5. And they almost got there again.
Looked like it was Joe Brennan back there.
Joe Brennan, another SID
Absolutely.
SID guy, SID captain.
down by the Titans on their own 48-yard line.
And not a great
And that's
punt.
where the Saints
Yeah,
will
so
take
another
over.
great field
First
position
and
for the
10 on the Titan 48. 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter in a scoreless game.
So first and 10 for the Saints here. On Trinity's 48. Snap to Cavanis, goes right at the
Straight
middle.
up the middle of the
He'll grab
Saints,
6.
number 21. Nikos Cavanis.
I'm excited, William,
6 on
for
the play.
Andre
Bring up
Green this
2nd
year.
and 4.
He didn't see a lot of time last year because, as a freshman, you're not going to get a lot of playing time, but he's definitely been in the
Gotten
weight
a
room over
lot
the summer.
bigger,
He's a
yeah.
lot bigger, a lot faster, a lot stronger. So I think we could see a breakout season from Andre Green this year.
Definitely got a
Cavanis
good
remains
start
in the
on varsity
game.
basketball this year. I think
Deep
he
in the
will.
eye.
Absolutely. And he was great. He was a defensive guy last year for the basketball team, had a lot of steals and a lot of fast break
Yeah,
layups.
absolutely. Another handoff that time to
Straight up the
Cavanis.
middle again goes Nico Cavanis, but this time stopped for no gain by the Titans.
I'd like to
The swarm of
see
Titans
the
in on
Saints
that
go on the
play.
outside here.
Led by number
That's where they
6.
were getting all their yards, sweeps, and
Elijah
Right.
Rainier.
they're just O-line isn't helping them up the middle.
Definitely not. And looks like Carson Lamb might have lost his helmet there.
So
Let's hear it for our Titans on third down.
36 now.
Excuse me, Connor Lamb. And Carson Lamb will replace his brother because, as you know, if you lose your helmet, you have to go out for a play, make sure that it's actually secured. So trips out left for the Saints.
And here's the pitch to
Pitch left
Forrest.
again to the Saints. And it is snuffed out by the swarming Titan defense.
So not very well disguised. It
Short
was,
side of the field.
Led by number
Right.
55.
I think that was pretty predictable from
Yeah.
Trinity
Jackson
side.
back.
Yeah, they're running it to the left side of the line a lot. I mean, that right side is weak without Wickham in.
Absolutely. And you didn't have Connor Lamb out there, which definitely will hurt you.
Fourth down for the Saints.
So on the punt would be
Back
Jack
to field
Severs
the
now.
punt is the Titans number 8, Dre Bailey.
He had a great punt last time.
Bailey back deep for the Titans. Another great punt from Seward.
High hanging punt by 99. And the
look who's
Saints
down there
back to
again.
it.
On the coverage.
Like we said, George Hodgson, we
And
might not see him on offense or
25
defense,
the
but
Saints in on
he's
the
a
tackle,
special teams
George
prodigy.
Hodgson.
One good thing we've seen from
Little to
today
no
so far
gain
the Saints
by
is
the
their,
Titans, Bailey.
special teams coverage.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Not head coach, but Coach Scott Van Arsdale is the special teams coordinator, and I think he definitely knows what he's doing. He has done a great job thus far.
And the Titans will take over at their own 10-yard line. First and 10 for the Titan offense.
Titans pinned back deep, the 10-yard line.
The thing that's nice about Hayden Forrest playing outside linebacker is that he can cover sometimes even a bigger wide receiver because he might be a linebacker, but he's so fast and quick, but he's also big enough to take down a running back.
And there he is.
Yep, he's just
wrapping
always.
him up. I mean,
That'll be
almost
right on the
And
1 yard
the
line.
On the one.
Saints
I mean,
defense is
that's the
stopping
third
number
time
2.
Titans have ran that jet sweep.
Mal
to
Smith
Mal
for the
Smith.
Titans.
And like we
That's
said,
gonna be
Hayden
a loss
Forrest
on
has the
play.
speed. He gets on the edge, contains the runner, forces him back inside, and that's going to be a big loss for Trinity.
Number 44, the Saints, Jeff Moore, in on the tackle.
Titans
56
not
Hank
running
Fiedler
a
in
lot
there
of
too
guys
as well
out
for the
wide.
Saints.
I mean, they're running pretty tight box here, and that'll be the end of the quarter. So
And that's the end of the first
Zero's
quarter.
here at the end of the first quarter, and we'll be
Saints
right back.
0, Titans 0.
We are back here for the beginning of the second quarter. Titans on their 1 yard line. Gonna run it out. Is that it? Another caught up at the 1.
Wow, that's a weak call there from the referee that
It's the same spot.
claimed that he had forward progress.
Third
there,
down,
but
no gain on the
I don't think that he
play.
did, but nevertheless, it'll be
Titans remain on their
Yeah,
1 yard line.
third. And, 20 really. Titans on their 1 yard line still.
that was defensive tackle Caleb Bay stuff on the run there. And Trent Hendrick will blitz.
Actually going to throw out of the end
Going
zone.
deep to
Double coverage.
Matt
Intercepted
Grant
by Matt Grant. What a
The
play.
Titans throws deep to number 11. Trey
Matt Grant,
Ferguson,
a
and it's
sophomore,
intercepted
one
by
of the very
Saints.
few sophomores on the team this year.
yeah, that was a really bad throw.
Intercepted by
I mean,
number
they threw it
15,
in
Matt
double
Grant,
coverage.
Yeah.
the Saints.
I don't
And
mean to be blunt, but
50-50 ball at that point, and
and
Matt Grant just went up and got it.
it's a poor choice from the coach. I don't know why you're going deep on your own one into double coverage. Stand guard and Matt Grant. People know that they're lockdown corners and lockdown DBs, so it's a poor choice to be trying them this early in the game.
Yeah, so Gil Williamson actually in the game now for the Saints at
Right.
quarterback starting the second quarter.
And Gil's a different type of quarterback. I think we'll not be seeing as much rolling out, rather with O'Farrell. He rolls out a lot. That's his kind of style. Gil Williamson doesn't have to roll out to throw over the line. He can see over the line at 6'7", 6'8", so he'll be more of a pocket passer. Quick release here to Tazwell.
I mean, there it is. First completion for the Saints today.
Gil
Tucked
Williamson
by
throws a completed
Smith,
pass to the Saints
senior.
number 2, Will Taswell, for a nice gain.
mean,
And already Gil's first attempt.
Set
first
up second and
completion.
about 5 for the
O'Farrell is
Saints.
definitely a really, quick and shifty guy, but Williamson, he's got a cannon of an arm.
Right, and we just got the first quarter stats. O'Farrell did not complete a pass.
0 of 2 on 1 sack.
A minute into the second quarter here, we've already got one from Williamson.
First play for him.
Slipping Williamson and Forrest behind him.
4 wide receivers.
Yeah, on the inside right here. Right
Another
here.
quick release. Great
Thrown
throw to Walker
behind Wallace. Great catch from
Williamson
him.
connects again on a slant route to number 13,
That'll be a
Walker Wallace.
first down.
That's going to be enough for a Saints
Again,
first
so 2
down.
for 2 already from Williamson. I think St. Chris is picking up some tempo here.
Tackle on the
That was
play
a
of the
great
Titans
quick
number
release.
20,
We're seeing
Lewis
already that
Jones.
O'Farrell likes to
third.
hold on to the ball, run on the pocket. Williamson gets it. It's a quick release. And there they only had 5 blocking, so it had to be a quick release. It looks like they sent the linebackers there.
Yeah.
Gil Williamson remains in a quarterback. In the
Nigel
gun.
Green in isolation at the bottom of the field here.
That linebacker is not getting
Williamson does roll out.
12
There's
rolls.
Wallace.
Completes another pass. This
I
one
mean,
also
3 straight
number
passes
13,
from
Walker
Cleland
Wallace
and
for the
Saints
Saints.
are moving the
with
ball.
Williamson in the game. And what's
got tempo
more
now.
important, like you said, they're moving the ball.
Tackle by number 3, Mario Thompson of your Titans. Gain of about 5 on the play. Call it 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 for the Saints.
One of the interesting things will be to see how the interior line holds up against number 55, Jackson Hamback of Trinity. He's listed as 325, which is very big for a
Very big.
high school lineman. So Cole Bannister's our center. I think he can handle it. He may not look like the biggest guy out there, but he's
Yeah.
very strong and very smart. In terms of
Williamson
football
lobbing it up for
knowledge.
Andre Green. Went up and got it.
Sideline pass.
Did come down with it, but he couldn't get the feet in bounds.
Wow, that was a phenomenal catch.
It's incomplete. It was out of bounds.
That was a great throw from Williamson. Put it at a high point for Andre Green. Andre Green went up and got it, brought it down, but just barely landed out of bounds. So it'll be the 3rd and about 4 now for the Saints.
Pass was thrown to number 8, Griffin O'Farrell, but again, out of bounds. 3rd down. Let's hear it for our Titans.
So 3rd and short, you're about 3rd and 3. Hayden Forrest almost with the false start there in the backfield. Officials didn't see it. Going to be a screen pass. Here's Hayden Forrest. Makes a couple moves outside, barely
Pass
tripped
complete
up
over the middle.
inside the
Caught by number
5-yard
1,
line.
Hayden Forrest.
Yeah, I
Risky play
he's
there.
upset because he knows
Yeah.
he just keeps it balanced and he's in.
Tackle on the
Forrest,
play by number
we've seen
12,
he's
Andrew
been
Duhart for the
very
Titans.
comfortable with the slip screens in his past.
But
Starting
it's
out as a
first and goal
sophomore,
for the Saints.
that's one of the running backs we prefer to throw to. He's quicker than
First and
Hendrick.
goal from the
So
5.
he's a great passing back, and the Saints' offense historically has loved the slip screen.
Don't be surprised for a fade here. Man-to-man coverage, it looks like, based off the matchups here from the Titans, of course, inside the 5-yard line. Yeah.
Work on the edge here. They'll go to Green.
Bit too high for him to get to.
Gil Williamson's pass.
Green got inside on
Looked like a quick 3-yard
Mouse.
slant inside.
Yeah.
And that's a great ball. That's something you're
To
willing to
Hayden
take every
Forrest,
time.
number 1 on the play.
Nigel Green is the kind of guy that has enough
Pass
talent where
breakup
bringing those in every once in a while.
by Mouse Smith for the Titans. The Saints are calling timeout. 2nd and goal on the 5-yard line.
I mean, timeout for the Saints here to talk about things at the 5-yard line. I mean, throw was a little bit behind and
Saints will
up
see if
high
they
for
can
Green
cook
to
up
get. I
something
mean,
break
it
this
did hit his
deadlock.
hands, but still a tough catch to make. But, I mean, Saints are rolling with Williamson in at quarterback right now.
I think it'll be interesting to see who we feature at running back for this red zone opportunity. I think Hendrick is going to be a better interior runner. He's a lot stronger, a lot bigger, so able to push his way. But the benefit of having Hayden Forrest is his ability to get out of the backfield and get open for pass catching, and that's kind of the offense the Saints have been running. They've got so many weapons on offense, so much speed and so much talent.
It's just a matter if they can use them, you know,
Right.
effectively.
Right. So it will be Forrest in at running back.
2nd and goal.
I mean, there
for
are
the Saints
instances
on
where the
the
Saints
5.
look
Here we
like they
go.
could be the best team in the prep
To be
league,
about the
but
same exact formation as last time with Tazwell and Nigel Green out to the left. A lot of space to work with. Williamson will take the snap. He looks for Tazwell. Same route.
Slant route incomplete to number 2, Will Tazewell.
Tazwell didn't get enough
Up on
depth
play
on the
by
route
Titans number
there.
8. Dre
So it's the
Bailey.
exact same formation, exact
Yeah.
same play there for the Saints. Not a bad attempt. Got to Tazwell, just wasn't able to bring it in.
Let's make some noise. It's 3rd down.
So now they're changing it up. They've got, I think, Nigel Green, and now it's Tazwell
And Walker Wallace,
together.
yeah.
So trips out left.
Williamson's going to roll out to his left. And
looks
it
like
looks like it was caught by Walker Wallace. It was. It was batted down by number 2.
that one was
Saints,
picked
Walker
off.
Wallace.
I think the Trinity defender might have actually caught that initially, or at least batted it down, and Wallace ripped it out of him.
No, the other number 2. Yeah.
So number 2 is arguing right now that he caught it and had the interception, but he never really had possession. Wallace is able to rip it out of his hands and score a touchdown here for the Saints.
Fortunate there for the Saints.
So on for the PAT would be Jack Sewers
And it is good.
right through.
And the extra point for the Saints is good.
So, first drive of Gil Williamson in the game
That was very impressive.
results in a touchdown.
And I just felt like
9:25 remaining in the 2nd quarter.
the Saints offense was more commanding with Gil Williamson under center. I mean, obviously he's a senior. Guys look up to Gil.
Yeah. Now I mean,
Literally and figuratively, Gil's a tall guy,
Yeah.
so people do look up at him. But that was a very commanding offense. Seems like he had everybody under control and was able to execute a pretty nice drive.
yeah. I mean, also able to show a bit off of his legs there on the bootleg that play.
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's a nice find. It's hard. There's a lot of people in the end zone. People get nervous throwing it in the end zone.
My bad, bro. My bad.
Sears. It's going to be the second kickoff for him. Last one was a great one. Went straight to the back of the end zone.
Absolutely.
Look where this front line is. Look where that middle guy is. Look at that big.
And speaking of Seavers, had an average of 37 on his previous 2 punts, which is pretty good.
He's coming up.
Hopefully, he can't.
So number 2 tried to run that one out. Clearly not aware of the rule that you cannot run it out of the end zone.
In high school, yeah.
If you catch
Caught
it
by
in the end
number
zone.
2 of the Titans, Mouse
So,
Smith.
again,
It's a
another
touchback.
benefit of
Titans
having
will
Jack
take over on
Sewers.
their 20.
I mean, that's an incredible leg to be able to get it into the end zone. special teams can be a problem for high school. Sometimes football guys are faster than others relative to others. So being able to just put it in the end zone and having it done with and have the team start it there on 20 is a blessing.
Yeah, stay on tight. Don't let that fall asleep over there.
Stack. Hey, watch this rifle. Watch the rifle. Rifle down here. I'm going to D. I'm going to D. D.
Stack on both sides, coach.
So stack on both sides.
Hand up the
Trinity,
middle.
run up
Joe
the
Love,
middle.
he's broken it.
Up the middle, it's going to be Joe Love.
And tries to go for a
Spin
spin move.
moving,
Nice
tripped.
run by Joe Love, 21 of the Titans. Big hole. Made a man miss, and that's a Titan first down.
Defensive tackle Caleb Bay was there initially for the tackle,
Nice
but
16-yard pickup.
arm tackle wasn't enough. Joe Love escapes and has a nice run there, but
Linebackers had moved out with the
Right.
coverage.
I think that's what they were worried about was possible screens and getting blocked. So that's why that ISO up the middle worked perfectly. Handoff again,
almost bobbled.
And Caleb Bay is just too far behind, but
That's number 11,
Jet
Trey
sweep
Ferguson.
to number 11, Trey Ferguson
Good
of the
for
Titans, who
about
also cuts
7
it back
yards.
to the middle for a nice little gain.
Reed Terry, Teddy Damgard, among others, there for the tackle. And now Hayden Forrest will come in for Terry. So it looks like
Gain of 6 on the
Saints will
play. It's going to be 2nd and 4 for the
Terry and
Titans.
Forrest every once in a while, considering that Forrest also has to take offensive snaps so he can get gassed.
Spread.
Titans confused on the play call here. I'm not quite sure what happened there.
There's Jeff Moore come at the end.
It
among Hank
seems
Fowler.
Back on the play
like it was
by
a
the Saints,
miscommunication
number
from
44,
the
Jeff
center and the
Moore.
quarterback. Center snapped the ball, and
It's going to be a loss
only
of
a
3,
couple of
bring
the
up 3rd and
offensive
about
linemen
8.
moved. Running back Love didn't even move.
I think it was just a miscommunication
Yeah.
all around on what they were
The
going
count,
on.
yeah.
The cadence could definitely mess up the team there. Looks like Nikos Kavanis could be coming off the edge here. Titans are going to be changing the play.
Because he's also watching from that sweep from number 2, Jalen Mouse Smith.
They'll go in motion.
He's a
Short.
bubble screen
Chris
pass,
Thomas there.
intercepted there.
Thomas.
That's number 3, Chris Thomas.
Pass bobbled by number 8, Dre Bailey, and scooped up for an interception in the air by number 3, Christian Thomas
I
of
mean,
the Saints. And that sets
Bailey
up the
just dropped the
Saints
ball
inside
on that
Titan
one,
territory.
right in his
Chris
hands.
Thomas is a 6'2", around
First down
190
at the Titan
pound
33 for the Saints.
defensive back. He's got an offer from Brown. He's physically dominant when he plays, and right there just kind of fluxes the coordination, able to pick that one off after a bobble.
Yeah, beautiful.
So great field position here for the
Griffin
Saints,
O'Farrell,
starting on
number 8,
Trinity's
back in the quarterback
38.
for the
Oh,
Saints.
Farrell back in the game, actually. Interesting to see that.
It's a keeper to the right
Quarterback
sideline
keeper to
for a
the
short gain
right side,
for
gained
Farrell.
about 5.
So interesting.
Second and 7, guys. Second and 7.
Gain of about 3 on the play for the Saints.
So it's interesting to
Bring
see
up second
O'Farrell
down
right
and
here.
7.
William. I thought that after O'Farrell, I think got 2 drives
They,
initially.
I thought they'd go
Saints-
with Williamson for the rest of the quarter at
Yeah,
least.
Saints had, I think, 2 3-and-outs with O'Farrell, unable to get anything. We put in Williamson. He leads a great drive down the field, scores, and then for some reason,
Hand
O'Farrell's
up
back
the
out
middle
here
to number
again
5,
to start out.
Trent Hendrick. Gain of
Hendrick
about 2
up
on
the middle,
play.
gain of about 2.
And very
Stop
quickly,
there
we're
by number
at a
25,
3rd and
Daniel
4
Isaac.
for the Saints.
About 6:40 left.
And it's 3rd down. Let's
In
hear
the
some
half.
noise here. Titans 3rd and 4.
Trips
Saints.
out left for the Saints.
Nearing in the red zone, yeah, trips out left. Andre Green at the top. It looked like he was going to throw, roll out to his left. Got Tazewell out. Nice coverage there from number 2, Jalen Mouse Smith. But
Flag on the
Number
play.
2. A lot of hand fighting, and ultimately it's going to be probably on the 1 yard line for Trinity after that defensive pass interference.
Yeah, so it looked like good coverage, but
number 2, Will Tazwell.
Mousewith got too many hands on
Again,
Tazwell
incomplete.
there.
That's the thing. Tazwell's such a big guy. You
Flag
have
on the play.
to interfere with him because he's got great hands and great length. You have to interfere. And
There's nothing he could do. I mean, Miles Smith stands at 5'9", 160 compared to Tazwell's.
it's a mismatch. I think
Yeah,
that's what
6'3".
it's a total mismatch out on the edge there, and that's why he had to foul him. I mean, he never want to, but Tazwell doesn't give you much of a choice.
Pass interference on the Titans. That's going to
The
bring
Saints
up
now in the
first
red
down
zone
for the Saints on the
And
Titan
get a break
14.
there on 3rd down.
Absolutely.
So 1st and 10 from the Titans 14.
Again in the same formation now. They'll bring this free safety over to cover Wallace.
Oh my God.
They'll go over the middle.
Pass
Terrible
is high,
throw.
picked off
on
by
the
the
free
Titans.
safety. That's Sean Riley with the pickoff.
Picked off by number 5, Sean Riley, playing center field on that overthrown pass by the
So,
Saints quarterback.
The Saints had trips
Number
out
8,
left.
Griffin O'Farrell, and the
Sean
Titans are
Riley
back in
came over
business.
from the right side of the field to help cover Wallace because he's such a big
And there's
guy.
a flag down.
And I've got no idea where that throw was. I assume it was going to
For
Wallace.
Forrest. I think it was to
wasn't- it
Forrest in
wasn't-
the check down.
I can't even tell. It was in nobody's vicinity. Sean Riley coming in from that free safety position into the linebacker core, picks that one off and runs it back for probably about 20 yards. So as we mentioned before, it's interesting to see O'Farrell out there after Gil Williamson led such an impressive drive.
Yeah, I mean, Saints were in perfect position. Not much you can say about that.
And that's a huge momentum killer. I mean, Chris Thomas.
And it's going to be an unsportsmanlike conduct foul on the Saints. That's going to move the chains for your Titans.
So another dumb penalty from the Saints. It'll be back 15 after
It's
Unsportsmanlike
first
conduct.
and down for
Yeah.
the Trinity Titans on their own 42-yard line.
So Chris Thomas makes a great play, puts the team in great field position, but
We don't have a back.
the Saints are inevitably
We don't have a
unable to do anything with it.
Nope. They got 5 seconds. Watch this play clock. 4. Yep. Yep.
It's going to be a timeout call from the Titans. Miscommunication, subbing
Timeout
in
for
at the
Titans.
last second
Looks like
there.
they're going to talk about it here. First down on their own 42-yard line. 6 minutes and 8 seconds left to go.
We'll
in the
take a
first
break.
half.
We'll take a
Saints
break
7,
with this timeout.
Titans 0.
Get in there.
Love on the run,
Hard
still
running by the
going.
Titans, number 21,
Ultimately
Joe
finished off
Love.
by
That's an 8-yard gain.
defensive back,
Up the
Teddy Damgard,
middle.
came in at the end
Tough
there.
yards.
Delivered a nice hit. And Damgard's another guy I love, just all-out effort guy. You know, he's not physically the biggest guy out there, but he's a little bit chippy, loves the physicality of the game, and he's always around the big piles.
Right back
Hand
at
off
it
to
goes
Love
Joe
there.
Up the middle
Tough
again.
runner.
Nice gain.
Wow.
About
Brought down
another
by
foul
Bay.
on the play.
Hank Fowler got trucked, but held on to his ankle there.
Showing patience
And
behind that Trinity
he'll have to
line.
come
Waiting
off
for
as his
blocks
helmet
to
came
line
off,
up
so-
just right. It goes Joe Love.
The Saints will sub in number 54.
Joe Sullivan. Actually be Brian Bell.
Screen pass out to Mal Smith, and
Got a good block
Wow.
there from
Pass out into the flat to
number 8,
two,
Trey Bailey,
Mel
and
Smith for another
gonna be a Titans first down.
that's a nice play there. Mia Valier, free safety, was there to make the tackle, but
Mouse
Ends up
made
forcing
one
out of bounds.
defender miss.
doesn't make the tackle,
Got a
but
nice 10-yard gain on the play.
gets the job done.
And Love on the run.
Run out right, stopped by Cavanas, and eventually
And
it's
followed
Chris
up by
Thomas.
Chris Thomas,
And there it
slammed
is.
to the ground.
How rare is it
First
to
and
see
10, number
a
3,
defensive
Christian
back
Thomas
come
in
in
on the
and
From the
throw
opposite
running
side
back?
of the field,
Absolutely.
too.
Brings up second down.
And that's what Chris Thomas is such a
Big
great
defensive
back.
back,
On the
yeah.
play.
Physically
Second and
dominant.
12.
I mean, he just threw that running back.
Second and 12 from the Saints 36.
Toscano drops back, looking over the middle. Dropped there by number 5, Sean Riley.
Incomplete to the Titans, number 5, Sean Riley.
I mean,
That's Brooks Counsel there for
Number
the Saints.
15, Jack
Iffy
Toscano,
coverage,
quarterback
but
for the Titans,
lucky on the
showing
drop.
Nice patience though on the
Yeah,
play.
definitely beat the coverage. He was pretty open. Counsel was right there.
Watch the right.
So nice break for the Saints. Saints will bring in Filer late here. Trinity could have snapped that. Jeff Moore comes in, looks up from the outside. Nice pressure, late hit on Toscano, but
Nice throwing
Ball.
catch at number
And
2.
Brooks Counsel can't make a tackle.
On his feet, breaks 3 more
Wow.
tackles and gets down inside.
Broke the tackle from Brooks Counsel.
20-yard line.
Not well wrapped up.
definitely not. Gets to the outside. They blitz Jeff Moore, so I think that's why they went over the middle again. It'll be interesting to see if the Saints will hold back on Moore
Excellent
and blitz
pickup
because he's usually
of
the guy that's in
Saints
that
blitz
vicinity.
by number 25, Daniel Olazik on the play.
And I guarantee you Jeff Moore doesn't have trouble making that tackle.
Yeah. Matt Grant actually in at safety now for Council. I had an interception earlier in the quarter. Looks like it's going to be a false start on the Titans.
That's Junior Walker Ferguson that went early for the Titans. So it'll back him up 5.
Got a legal procedure on the Titans on the play. Backs them up 5 yards.
So 3:39
Will
remaining in the
first down
quarter.
now on the Saint 40,
Half.
24-yard line.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it absolutely is.
So the play will come in for Toscano. Fakes the handoff. Coming around the
Almost
edge.
wrapped
Garnett
up by
Nelson
Garnett Nelson and just thrown away. Smart decision from Toscano.
Good pressure by the Saints on the play.
Looks like
By
Trinity's
21,
number 1 wide
Nico
receiver,
Savanas.
Dre Bailey might have gotten injured there. See him hopping on his
Titans
foot, but
quarterback Jack Toscano
don't
just
think
throws
it'll
the ball
come out of the
away.
game for that.
Yeah,
Just
still
will.
is in the game. Second and 14 now for the Titans. Look, it could be a blitz here from Covanas. I wouldn't be surprised. Run over to the left.
Reed's unable.
Handoff left to Joe Love.
About
Actually does bring him down, but
5 yards on the carry,
get
so
about 8 of that
around
back.
3rd and 9.
Going to bring up 3rd down.
so there again we saw Reed Terry in at linebacker. Looks like we might be switching out Forrest and Terry
3rd and 6
interchangeably.
now it appears for the Titans.
Third and 10 for the Titans.
He goes to me and has to get
Looks like a little audible here. Saints are threatening the blitz, and they do bring it. Plenty of time for Toscano. Makes a throw over. And
That is a touchdown pass.
I mean,
to number
nobody
2 on
picked him up at the line of
Smith
scrimmage,
from
and
Jack Toscano,
Jalen
number
Mouse
15,
Smith, I mean, was wide open over the middle of the
It
field.
looks like it was zoned because it looks like that was both safeties found the seam in between them. Might have been cover 2. Might have been a cover 2. with
Miscommunication between the two
cover
safeties
2
there.
With blitzing linebackers, and that leaves the whole middle of the field open. Mina Velea doesn't really pick him up, and Matt Grant just comes over to his side too
Way
late.
too late, yeah.
But to be fair, he also needs to play the left side of the field, and that's probably going to be Meehan's area of coverage.
Actually going to snap the ball here
And there's
for the
Jeff
two-point
Moore.
conversion.
Jeff Moore's going to hold him up. They will not get in.
Yeah, no good. Matt Grant actually recovered the ball on that play, stripped it out of his hands.
And with 2:23 left to go in the first half, Saints 7, Titans 6.
So Saints are going to get the ball back. Still up 7-6 on the Titans. We're in the red zone, and Griffin O'Farrell threw an interception, leading to that touchdown drive from the Titans. Interesting who they go with quarterback here for the looks to be the final drive of the half.
I hope it's Gil Williamson. I mean, Williamson is 1 for 1 on getting the team a touchdown, and O'Farrell
Just moving the ball.
absolutely. It's just a more commanding offense when Williamson's in there. And that's no diss to O'Farrell. O'Farrell's already committed to UVA for baseball, so he's an incredible athlete. And I think next year
He could definitely be the guy.
Time.
Yeah.
Absolutely, he will be the guy, I think. Kicking off for the Titans will
Yeah,
be
confusion.
Connor McClung.
Confusion on the kickoff return team here. First time they've actually done it for the season.
And number 1, Hayden Forrest.
Shallow kick, returnable for Kovanes.
Kovanes, 21.
Gets a couple blocks up the middle. Nice return from Nikos Kovanes up to the 36.
35-yard line where they'll set up shop.
We just
first and
saw
10.
the difference between a kick by McClung and a kick by Severs. You saw there McClung's kick only made it to the 20. While
Severs is back
put
to
it
the end zone. Yeah.
Absolutely. And you see the difference now. I mean, we're starting on the 35
Rather
versus
than the 20.
Makes a huge difference. Looks like it will be Gil Williamson out for the Saints to start out this drive.
Gil Williamson, number 12, and is quarterback for the Saints.
I'd like to see Andre Green and Nigel Green both get involved here. I haven't seen a lot of touches. Playing on the outside this play is a handoff to Kovanes. Has an open hole up the middle. Solid run. Up for about 6 yards.
By number 25
And
of
he
the
dragged
Titans.
Elysiak for about 3 of those yards.
Yeah.
2 minutes on the clock.
Good open field solo tackle by 25.
What's funny, McDermott, is that I saw, or I've heard through the hallways and whatnot at school that defensive tackle from Trinity, Jackson Hammack, had been talking a
Pass
significant
out in the
amount
flat,
about
complete
beating
to
the
number
Saints.
13 of the Saints.
I've yet to
Walker
heard,
Wallace.
or yet to hear Jackson Hammack's name over the loudspeaker. So
Did he not?
I don't
That's
think
gonna
he's making a
move
big
the
difference.
Saints.
And
Move the chains, and the Saints.
I mean, he is
usually be the kind of guy that talks the talk, but has yet to walk the
47-yard
walk.
line.
There he is coming off the field. Definitely can plug the hole up the middle, but looks like Saints O-line is manhandling him.
And specifically Carlisle Bannister. I mean,
Yeah.
Like I said, he's not the biggest guy out there, but he plays a lot of heart, and his football IQ is incredible.
Williamson going to roll out. Pass to Wallace. Dropped.
So it looks like a
Pass
bad drop, but it's
incomplete
also
in
a
the
hard
flat,
route.
left flat
You're
this
running to your left.
Number
He's making a
13
full
Walker
turn
Wallace.
there, about
It's gonna
270
set up
degrees.
second and 10.
It's hard to bring that one
Yeah.
in. But Wallace is the kind of guy we've come to expect to bring that one in usually.
One of the captains of the team going to be at Cornell for lacrosse
Another
next
phenomenal
year.
athlete. He's a 3-sport varsity athlete.
And three-sport captain as well.
Absolutely. So Williamson will fire it out
That's
right.
Nigel Green. Quick and easy hitch play.
Green.
Good for 6 yards.
I think the
Gain of
reason
7 on the play.
his quick releases from Williamson and working is because
Yeah.
Trinity is giving so much space off the. You can see it right now. I mean, it's probably about 8 or 10 yards.
Yeah, they are not playing up tight at all.
And again, right there.
The same play, actually. Is-
Yep. And they didn't guard it.
We got a flag on the field.
Flag on the play.
Confusion here from the officials. Looked like they got the timeout off before the snap. Looks like they had 12 men on the field.
That's poor officiating because they weren't clear about it. It took a little while to talk it over.
The flag was actually down on the field too.
Yeah, so I'm not sure what the flag was for. If they're going to call it
Titans
timeout.
called timeout just before that play got off. So it sets up.
So with that timeout, we'll be right back for the final 1 minute and 30 seconds of the half.
Third, about 5 to go.
They got bailed out on that one.
So we are here for the final minute and a half of play.
Nice job.
Clock confusion.
Mine is right now,
It got reset to 12 minutes actually.
That's such a stunt. I'm sorry we have to have people. Nowhere for them to sit.
The clock. They messed up the clock.
Yeah, they messed up the clock. Just had to get a timeout.
Yeah. Yes.
Having some clock difficulties here.
The corner's bailing immediately, so yes. Yes, yes.
Let's get it right.
And Walk just has to get in. Walk just has to get in.
I'm not quite sure what the clock issue is. I don't understand why they can't just reset it to 129 like it was. I don't know if they don't know
I think they
that
can.
that was
I
the
think
time.
it's just we got a weak operator.
Yeah.
Which, to be fair, I've been in that same situation. It's pretty stressful running the clock. So it looks like
Brother.
we'll take a break as they fix the clock difficulty here. So we're back now. I've fixed the clock. Third and about 6. Throw it out to Tazwell. He'll make one miss.
Gets
Great
a block
from
from
Andre
Wallace.
Green.
Hey, first down.
Receiver screen complete to number
Both
2.
Green
Will
and
Caswell
Wallace,
on
yeah.
the left side.
But
Enough for
gonna
a
be
Saints
good for the first down.
Set.
Nice move from Tazwell there. Just shallow route, but
Let's go. Get
again,
lined up.
Gil Williamson gets the ball out of his hands very quick and lets those guys at the talent positions make moves.
Yeah.
Snap to Williamson. He'll throw immediately over to Andre Green.
Green, it's going to be his first catch of the day.
Pass complete to number 6.
And
Andre
5
Green
yards
to the
on that one.
Saints.
The clock.
He'll just lost 3 seconds though.
Gain of about 5 on the play.
Plenty of time here still for the Saints to move into field goal range.
It's a great route to run in this kind of situation because it
Yeah.
gets you out towards the sideline. Ability
Ball
to
on the
stop the
Titan
clock.
30-yard
Andre
line.
Green's a guy who knows how to run that
Second
route
down.
as well. Over the middle.
Dre Bailey of the Titans, number 8, has the interception. He was just sitting on that route. Read it all the way.
So it seemed like Tazwell ran the slant route really way too deep there.
Yeah, it looks like a
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
Not sure if that one's on Tazwell. I think it's
A little bit of both.
design, but I think Bailey recognized that immediately and jumped that one. He was waiting on it.
Yeah. If you're Williamson, just got to wait a little longer on that one.
And I don't think Williamson even saw him. I mean, he came out of nowhere. It looked open, and Bailey makes a nice jump on the football. Brings that one back about 15 yards. And it looks like it's an illegal block in the back.
Block in
Trinity,
the back during the return.
That's on the return.
Interception return.
Yeah.
The Titans is going to back them up inside their own 20.
So with just under a minute remaining, Titans with the ball after the interception.
Set up shop. 1st and 10 on their own 18. 57 seconds left to go in the half.
Trinity just had 12.
They're going to try and get the halftime here. This is a win for them, man.
So
Yeah,
nice pressure there from
Heavy pressure put on the
Hayden
Titans quarterback
Forrest.
by number 1, Hayden
as
Forrest, flag down.
order to cut the incompletion. Looks like it's somebody grounding.
Lost it down
Is that Hayden?
and yard.
Half the distance to the half the distance.
So Hayden Forrest is back there, was bringing the passer down.
And the flag on the play is intentional grounding.
And did get the ball out in
Yeah.
time, but
Toscano was going to try to get rid of
yeah.
it, just spikes it into the ground. Illegal in football.
grounding.
But
Yeah.
intentional grounding. But great pressure, nevertheless, from Hayden Forrest causing that. And that's a loss of down play as well.
Yeah.
You're going to lose yards, you're going to lose it down. It's a big penalty.
Oh, now up inside their 10-yard line. Look about the 6-yard line.
I think the Saints might be calling a timeout
So
here.
lost it down on the play and back up the Titans inside their own 10-yard line for second and very long.
I'm not sure how many timeouts. I think we have 2 or 1 left. Looks like Cavanis is going to have to cover
Dude, no.
the slot here initially, and then it'll probably be a Valia that will pick him up. Damgard's going to press as long with Thomas.
Pass.
Scotto
Pass
looking
in
over
the
the
middle,
middle for
nothing
the
there.
slant. Another just good pressure there from Jeff Moore.
Time.
So great pressure there. That was Jeff Moore, among others, blitzing. Had to get rid of it. And this time doesn't spike it in the ground, but does get it beyond the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. So 3rd and very long.
And that's also a bad play type because you don't run the clock down, so you don't force St.
Pressure up the
Chris
middle by the
timeout.
Saints that time. number
And they could
55.
get the ball back with about 40
Absolutely.
seconds.
Bay.
Given that we've already blocked a punt, they don't have a lot of room to punt right now. I think we could see that again.
Pass.
Toscano
screens.
passing again.
Pass complete to number
Breaks
5.
Damgard's tackle.
Breaks
Finally
the
brought down
tackle.
by Matt Grant, but he is in bounds.
Rally out almost to the original line
And
of
Saints will
scrimmage.
likely use a timeout here.
Call timeout or no?
So Damgard missed the initial tackle, but Matt Grant is able to come in and help
That'll set
out.
up 4th down. Saints are gonna
Late
use a
timeout there
now.
from the Saints. Let a lot of clock run down.
It looks
About
like we just
10 or
lost about
10
12
seconds.
Yep.
Yeah.
The good thing in that situation is that although Damgard did miss a tackle, I mean, we had a lot of room for Matt Grant to come in and recover for him.
Yeah.
And we haven't seen any mistakes from Damgard so far in this game. He's been actually great locking down
Hey,
a pretty big
tell
wide
our-
receiver.
Our gunners to play smart here too.
They do.
Jack Toscano with the punt. It's a nice one.
So-
It's backing up number 1.
Forrest on the
Forrest
punt.
is
Gonna
over
actually
his
go
head.
by him. Didn't seem to see
He's
it.
going to pick it up.
Scoops it up at his own 20.
Makes one miss. Stiff
Fumbles
on
the ball,
second,
gets it
fumbles
back.
Gets it back.
Does get out of bounds with
Runs it
8
out to almost
seconds
the
left.
30-yard
Brooks
line.
laid out. Number 10 for the Titans, that's Hunter
Flag
Brooks,
on the play.
freshman.
Where's his flag? Holding. Oh. Shit, man.
Holding on the Saints.
At the line of scrimmage. Down there, dude.
Illegal touching from the Saints there. Gonna move them back even farther. Holding.
So I think the Saints will probably just take a knee here, or maybe take a shot deep.
Yeah, I mean,
It could be a different situation if you had maybe 20 seconds, but they were really late on that timeout.
also blame the clock operator.
Yep, he's been pretty excessive in the runoff.
That penalty backs up the Saints to their own 16 or 17 yard line. 8 seconds remain in the first half.
And just going to be a kneel. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's the end of the half. Saints lead 7-6 over the Titans. And, yeah, we'll be back for the start of the second half.
Take a knee. And that's your first half. St. Christopher Saints 7, your Trinity
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back for the second half of St. Christopher's versus Trinity Episcopal School. Saints led at the half 7-6 after Gil Williamson's touchdown pass to Walker Wallace. Titans also scored as Jack Toscano's touchdown pass to Jalen Mouth-Smith.
Nikos Kovanis for the Saints. And here we go to start the second half. Hayden Forrest fields it.
Hayden Forrest back on the kickoff, cuts it up the middle. Makes a couple men miss. Nice return out to the 46-yard line.
The Saints out to their own 45-yard line, where the Saints will take it over 1st and 10.
I know, just stand there. So going to be Griffin O'Farrell back here for quarterback for the Saints. Hand off to Trent Hendrick up the middle. Hendrick didn't get a lot of carries in the second quarter. Only 5 for 11 yards. Going to be a gain of about 2.
Trent Hendrick stopped for little to no gain by the Titan line. Call it 2nd and 8 for the Saints.
So, halftime stats.
Saints tried again off the right side of number 5, Trent Hendrick, and
that another 3 or 4 yards.
Gil Williamson was 9 for 14, 64 yards, and 1 interception.
As well as a
Jackson
touchdown.
Handback 55, holding up his end with the rest of the Titan line, along with 25, Daniel Isaac.
Walker Wallace had 4 receptions for 27 yards and a touchdown.
For your Titans on 3rd down.
And Jack Seavers had an average punt of 37 yards off of 2 punts.
So 3rd down here as the Saints near into Trinity territory. Terry in motion, look for the pitch here. It looks like it's an option. O'Farrell's going to keep it himself.
Forrest just obliterated number 3. That's Mario Thompson.
Brought down
So
by
going to bring up 4th and 1. I'd expect them to go for it here.
It looks like we had Hayden Forrest on the right side being a tight end.
Short, that brings up
Hold him in
4th and
motion.
1 for the
Sent him to
Saints.
the left with the run. And he
Looks
just
like they're
destroyed
going for
Mario
it.
Thompson off the edge there.
Now, option there from O'Farrell. Could either pitch it to Reed Terry or run it himself. Chose to run it himself, get a couple of yards. So big 4th and 1 here. Here's
Notice
Hendrick
how
in
they are
motion.
pressing now.
Up the middle,
Up the middle.
It's a strong push by the Titan line.
Does not look like they got it.
And that's a late hit by 25 on Hayden Forrest. Doesn't, this is what I've been saying, is that there's been a lot of late hits already. I haven't seen St. Chris
Strong
do
push
that
by
yet.
that Titan line, and the linebackers getting in there.
I just saw
That was
Lysiak
a
come in
true
late
team
on Hayden
defensive
Forrest
effort.
and pound his head in the ground. So I'm confused why we're yet to see that. I was right in front of the ref, and
They're going to have to measure.
I now see Hayden Forrest grabbing his head.
Clearly
so
checking up,
That's why
yeah.
I'm frustrated, because I think it's asinine that you can make a late hit on a player like that, smash his head in the ground right in front of a referee, and you do not call that. That's poor refereeing.
It was short
And it's Titan football.
on the 4th down conversion.
Nice defensive stand.
Turnover
by
on
the
downs. And it's going to be Titans ball. So now with Hayden Forrest clearly shaken up.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, is that he's visibly hurt. It happened right in
So
front
the
of the
Saints give
referee.
it up on bounds. The Titans are
And
going to
these
take
guys,
over
they're
on
high
their own
schoolers. You can't let them
46-yard
just
line,
get
1st
hit
and 10.
illegally all game and not call it. They need to step and make a call here, because there's no place for that.
Another sweep. They opened up the first half with this play. Saints read it
In the
beautifully.
backfield,
Jeff
it's
Moore.
Jeff Moore immediately.
Yeah.
No surprise, no surprise. Moore is always, he's on nose with the football.
In
He's
on the
always
play,
there,
number
and he's always
44,
ready to
Jeff
make a
Moore,
tackle.
The Saints.
Loss of about 4 for the
Yeah.
Titans. Actually, looks like 5.
Loss of 6.
Got trips down here, win trips. Yep.
He'll throw left. It's Damgard in coverage.
Back shoulder. Really good throw from Toscano there to the back shoulder of number 5, Sean Riley. Daddy Damgard just couldn't turn his head quick enough to get to the ball.
About 30.
It's a nice throw and a nice catch.
Yeah.
Got to give it to him. I don't expect to see that one happen again. I think next time that happens, either Matt Grant or Teddy Damgard is going to be ready for that one.
Going quick here. Hand off to Love.
Inside. Nice contain there.
Tackled by Reed Terry. Gain of about 2 yards.
Going to net about 5 on the play.
Defensive end Hank Fowler was there initially to stop the ball carrier. And Hank's put on a lot of weight. He's gotten a lot bigger over the summer. From his sophomore year, he has developed very well.
Yeah, definitely doesn't have to worry about being the fastest guy as he did make the switch over to shot put in track and field.
He's gotten a lot stronger.
Yeah, in the weight room as well.
So Trinity looks like they've got a stack out to the right. And it's Kavanis and Thomas. They'll throw over the middle.
Over the middle. Looked like it was tipped at the line. Quite sure if
number 17, Walker Ferguson on the play. It's going
44, Jeff Moore, or number 45, Joe Sullivan for the Saints.
We've seen Jeff Moore on a couple blitzes here, and he's usually getting home a lot and causing havoc for Toscano.
Watch this. Number two's coming across the middle.
So same formation. Excuse me, not the same formation for Trinity, but similar in that they have the stacks on the right here. They bring Jeff Moore.
Looking deep over the middle. Great catch there from number 2, Jalen Mouse-Smith.
So that's the same thing they got in the first half. That's how they got the touchdown.
And a way to get up, Mouse-Smith, number 2. A great catch from the Titans, number 15, Joe Toscano.
The Saints send Moore and linebackers. It
That's
opens up the
another
middle.
Titan first down.
And there's a short seam they can hit right before Mina Villalea will come down from the safety position to stop it. And that's where they're going.
And there's Love straight up the middle. Looks like he was down at the 1.
Yeah, tackled me by Matt Grant coming in from a strong safety position.
He's inside the 5.
This fast tempo seems to be messing up the Saints' substitutions as Slow getting on and off the field.
For your Titans.
Looks like Toscano just came out. They're going to sub in number 20,
Let's.
Lewis Jones.
So
could be doing a wildcat formation here in the red zone.
Nice run.
Wouldn't be surprised to see a pitch or a sneak up here as they're really on the 1 yard line.
By number 60, our center, Sam Singleton.
And there it is, the direct snap. Mouse-Smith, he's been the playmaker for them and continues to get the ball as this Titans touchdown as they take their first lead of the game.
And that's hard to stop. That's a really hard. At that point, it's hard to stop a wildcat in the red zone. Rarely do we see teams not score off of that.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see how the Saints react to this because I would hope that they would stop blitzing linebackers in the middle because that's where Trinity is having most of their success. But alternatively, their run game is also working up the middle as well. So.
Yeah, low snap. Looks like the kick was good, and it is. Saints now trail down 6. Should be 13-7.
And it's your Titans 13, Saints 7.
Is a much needed big drive here for the Saints coming up, trying to get some momentum.
So it was O'Farrell out for the last series. I'm hoping to see Williamson. I think we're still yet to find our guy. Deep
Returnable for Forrest. Actually
bobbles
bobbled it.
Number 1, Hayden Forrest, trouble fielding it, and it's going to be a touchback for the Saints.
But not
So-
a bad situation. Fortunate that one does go in the end zone.
They'll
And-
take it over on their own 20, 1st and 10.
Smart move by Forrest, actually. That's good awareness to let the ball roll into
Titan
the end zone
defense
instead
now
of picking
coming
it
off
up.
a tremendous series where they hold the Saints on downs. Let's see what they do this time. Titan linebackers Lewis Jones III and Daniel Isaac at 20 and 25, really doing a great job there, helping out the Trinity D-line.
So it will be Griffin O'Farrell out again for the Saints. Looks like Hendrick in the backfield.
Griffin O'Farrell, number 8 in for the Saints at
Reed Terry
quarterback.
comes in motion. Tight end spot. Snap to Hendrick up the middle.
Straight
And
ahead.
immediately,
Not much.
Flag on the
Flag
play.
on the play.
Could be an offsides. False start,
Illegal
actually, on the
procedure
Saints.
Against the Saints, that's going to back them up 5. Gonna be first and
Jeb
15 for
Wickham,
the
number
Saints on their
77,
own
is in
15
for the
yard
Saints
line.
on offensive line this half.
he came in about halfway through the second quarter. I think we might have had an injury or two and had to shuffle some guys around. Or it could just be that he's returning to his starting position like he had last year. Snap to Hendrick in
Up
the
the middle
middle.
go the Saints again.
Wow.
Looks to be about 5-yard gain on the play, perhaps.
And that was some helmet-to-helmet contact. It popped off Hendrick's helmet, so he'll come out. I imagine we'll see Forrest in at running back now.
2nd and 11.
Hendrick lowered the boom on Mario Thompson, but Thompson slowed him down enough for someone else to come in. And
Hayden Forrest is actually still on the sideline.
like I said earlier, there was a dirty hit that happened right in front of the referee. They didn't call it, and now our starting running back and starting linebacker is not available to play.
O'Farrell
He'll run.
gets
Here's where
finds a
he's
seam up
dangerous.
the middle, splitting
is-
defenders, and
Griffin
nice
O'Farrell takes
15-yard
off.
pickup for
That
the
is
first down.
exactly
It's
why
going to be
Griffin
a
O'Farrell is
Saints
so
first
dangerous.
down.
That
Nice run by the quarterback.
he can scan, and in 1 second he takes off and can get a 15-yard gain immediately, just like that. He's a great dual threat quarterback.
Yeah. Play action. Looking out his right, finds Nigel Green wide open. Makes the catch. Flow was a little bit off to the right. I mean, if he throws it dead on, could be extra yardage, and all but grass was
Blown
ahead of him.
coverage. That was number 5, Sean Riley in coverage. He played the flat there. They had nobody over the top, and Graham could have gone the distance, but throws a little bit off to the right. Still a great throw and catch.
Yeah.
To be a first down, but it would have been nice to have just bombed that one deep and gotten 60-yard touchdown.
Hand off to Kavanis.
that ball.
Nice run.
Tell me.
Right up the
About
middle.
5
Saints
yard.
again for a gain of about 5 on the play.
So number 20 for Trinity's hopping off.
On the carry, number 21, Nico Kavanis.
He's missing a shoe. Now he'll go down. That's sophomore Lewis Jones, who we saw earlier.
Cramp.
Got an injury timeout for a Titan player. Number 20, Lewis Jones.
With this
III.
timeout, we'll be right back with 5 back here after the injury timeout. Several Titans players seem to walk off the field with injuries. Hand off to Kovanes. Off the middle, makes a couple players miss. Maybe
And I
it's a couple yards.
just literally saw
And he's down. Looks like cramping is
Cramp
becoming an
from
issue for both
Kovanes.
teams. 3rd and about 3 to go for the Saints.
Get him on water.
So this could be problematic for the Saints because it looks like Forrest is coming out, so I guess he's good now, but he did miss the last series, I believe, after suffering a dirty late hit from Trinity. Appears to be a cramp for Kavanis because they're stretching him out.
Yeah,
as we speak.
getting him water.
It's hot. Late
Yeah, it
August
is.
in Virginia. Can definitely be pretty humid. As we see, Trinity has some players also stretching out, trying to prevent cramps.
It's an interesting half so far. Saints really seem to come alive with Gil Williamson at quarterback early or late in the first half, but this half with O'Farrell just, besides this drive, just can't seem to get
Looks like
anything
he's gonna
going.
be okay. We certainly hope so.
It'll be interesting to hear what Coach Clon has to say about why he went with what quarterbacks in these situations. I personally thought Gil Williamson had a great first drive, and sure, he might have thrown a pick, but I think he hasn't been playing quarterback very long. He'll learn to look that safety off
3rd
next
and a long
time.
3 or a short
And
4, depending upon how you look at it for the Saints here.
That's not a mistake that nobody else has made at quarterback. I mean, it's safety
Griffin
clearly jumped
O'Farrell,
around
number
there.
8, remains in the game at quarterback. He's a runner.
Third and about 3. O'Farrell will drop back.
Pass
running
looking
right.
deep, has Reed Terry
Chase
open
looks
over
like
the
he's
middle.
Looks
Looks
taking
like he
off.
can take himself. Got a
Titans is on
nice
the run.
block from Nigel Green, and
Wow.
good for the first down, it seems.
Nice scrambling ability by Griffin O'Farrell. Just barely able to get it past the sticks there.
Bring our guys over, get them water.
An injury for the Titans in the backfield. A lot of injuries these past 3 plays.
Yeah, I wonder if this one is another cramp. He's grabbing his calf, I think. Can't really see.
Titan down on the play.
And we'll be right back.
Saints do get a first down. First and 10.
Back
On the
here
Titan
for
35-yard line for the Saints.
4 minutes,
Griffin
57
O'Farrell,
seconds
number 8, remains as
remaining
quarterback for the Saints.
in the third quarter.
Handoff straight up the middle.
And oh, no, Hayden
Forrest
Forrest bumps it out, hurdles a man.
Wow. Electric
That's going
run.
to be a first down, it looks like, for the Saints.
Great run there from Hayden Forrest. Looks to
Nice
be a
cut in the middle of the field. Now he's bounced to
15
the
to 20
outside
yard
by
gain.
number 1 of the Saints.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Hayden
He's
Forrest.
going wider.
Slow drive here for the Saints.
absolutely.
First
They'll
and
give it
10
to him
20
again.
yard line, one
Finds a
up the
seam
middle.
up the middle, gets a block from Walker Wallace off the edge. One man to beat. Flag is down. Looks
Headed
to
for
be
the
a hold.
pylon.
Such a bad call.
To be pushed out at about the 2-yard line. 2 nice runs by number 1 of the
Bad
Saints.
call.
So Hayden Forrest back-to-back great runs. Looks like this one might be coming back after a holding call on what is
Looks like he's
likely
pushed
to be
out
the
to
Saints'
2 by the
offense.
Titans.
Hayden needs some.
Hayden needs one. Hayden needs a breather.
Looks like there's a flag on the play.
Who did they call that on?
Still confusion over the flag.
And it shouldn't be taking this long.
Looks to be a hold on the Saints. Back them up at the end after the play.
All that is 10 yards past them.
That's going to be holding on the Saints. That's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Backs them right back up again out to the 23-yard line.
Let's do it again. Yep.
That was a pretty late penalty that
Nice
came in
run
there.
negated by the penalty. Sets
Seem
up
to be
first
doing the
and
same
13
play here.
from the 23 of the Titans. See if the Titan defense can take advantage of this.
So it looks like first and about 12 now for the Saints after the holding
This time
penalty.
they got Hendrick in instead of Forrest. Finds Andre wide open, throws it open, caught by Green.
Caught by the Saints.
So
Short throw. I mean,
Yeah,
Andre was wide open, and
he had all
Griff
the back
got
of
it
the end
there,
zone.
but
First down. Nice.
if he
catch
throws it
by
a
the
bit farther,
Saints.
that's a touchdown.
And the thing is that he had to roll out of pocket to deliver that ball. I think
Pass
I think
caught by number
Green-
6, Andre Green.
Andre Green was open for quite some time. He was literally standing still as that ball hit him. And obviously better if you can get it farther, but
First and
still
goal
a
for the
great
Saints
throw and
offense.
catch. They'll hand it off to
Number
Hendrick
5
up the
carries it
middle.
up the middle and looks to be stopped by
Couple
the
of
Titan
yards, so
D.
Saints are going to be on the 1
I see
yard
number
line.
10 in there. I see number 25, Daniel Elizik in there. Hunter Brooks in on the stop.
So Trinity does stop him,
Jeremy
but
Singleton.
Hendrick is able to pick
Gonna
up
bring
2
up
or 3
second and
here.
goal.
Second and goal on the opposing yard line here for the Saints. Waltz is out wide now, taking Nigel Green's spot from earlier.
Hendrick straight up the middle, wide open hole, touchdown Saints. Phenomenal drive there
Yeah,
from the
great
Saints.
blocking
Great
from the
job
right
from
side of the
O'Farrell as well.
Absolutely. Great blocking for the
Yeah,
Saints there.
the
Hendrick
run
went
game
untouched.
completely
That's a
different
Saints
with
versus
Jeb
Saints
Wickham in the
touchdown
game.
by number
People
5,
can play their
Hendrick.
comfortable positions on the line.
Absolutely. I think that was Connor Lamb at right tackle. Had
Yeah.
a nice seal block, opened up a pretty good B gap
And
there for Hendrick.
Sears with an opportunity to regain the lead. Kick is good. So
Extra
Jack
point up
Sears
there
with
for
the extra
Saints,
points.
And it's the St.
And
Christopher Saints
with
14 and
2:46
yours would be
remaining in the
Titans
third
13.
quarter.
2:46
Saints are up
remains in the third.
14-13 after back-to-back touchdowns from both teams.
Gotta get one stand. This is huge right here.
So we are back. The Saints kick off after the touchdown run from Trent Hendrick.
Kicking off for the
Sears
Saints.
will
number
kick it off. He's
99,
already
Jack
kicked a couple
Sewers.
into the back of the end zone.
Back to return, number 2, Mel Smith.
Hey, returnable.
Sort of a squib kick. It is returnable. Didn't get under it like he liked.
And number
Whoa,
11, Trey
hard
Ferguson.
hit
He's got
there
it.
from number 10, Brooks
Gets the
Council.
ball out beyond the 20.
William, the special teams today has been incredible for the Saints.
Yeah.
We haven't seen any mess-ups.
Just one missed field goal from Sears was a 35-yarder.
Which is a VAR field goal for high school, without a doubt. But there's also just been, in terms of punt coverage, we had a blocked punt. I think they've been pretty
Titans
weak on the
will set up
returns.
shop on their
Let's check the
24-yard
stats here,
line.
see if we have
First
any.
and 10.
Of course, the block punt.
So they've had 2 returns for 2 yards. So the punt coverage has been incredible, and that's credit to special teams coordinator Scott Van Arsdale. He's been great this year. It's logistically a nightmare sometimes to have a special teams program, but he's been great. And
Little bubble screen out on the edge. Nice play from
Pass
Teddy
to the left side to
Damgard
Trey
as
Ferguson caught.
Trey Ferguson
Nice run on the play.
goes for about 3 yards.
Quick catch and run nets the Titans 5 yards, brings up 2nd and 5.
Yep. They're setting it up.
so Trinity's going to go with a hurry up here. Quick snap. They'll hand it off.
Run
to
up the
Love
middle.
now.
Beautifully read by the
That's
Saints
a block in the
line.
back, and they're not going to call it.
Joe Love breaks 4 tackles. That's a hard run for 3 yards. Tough run in there by Joe Love.
Number
No.
54, Brian Bell, is on the edge there, and it looks like they pushed him from behind, and
But that
definitely
gives
should have
the
been a holding
Titans
call.
3rd and short, 3rd and
Not a
2
lot of
now.
penalties we've seen today.
Not a lot of penalties in favor of St. Chris, that is. I think that was pretty blatant. Heard
Same
a
play,
lot of
same
St. Chris
play, same
coaches
play,
calling
same
for the
play.
holding penalty.
You know, 4 penalties for 35 yards
Nice
to the
tackle
Saints in
there.
the
we go
first half.
again to number 3,
There's
Mario Thompson.
Mario Thompson,
That's going to move the change
3
here, Titans,
yards.
and that's a first down.
It's going to be a first down.
Solo tackle by Jeff Moore there, bringing down Thompson. And Trinity again going to hurry up.
We got black.
They're going to change the play now, so they've lost the tempo.
Calling the blitzes.
Corners are pressing. Chris Thomas is right
It
up
is
there.
a blitz on the edge from the Saints.
Toscano will step up, but taken down from behind.
Nice play. It looked like that was
Titan QB
Number 20.
15. Jack Toscano pulls it down.
Or bust. I have no idea.
I believe that's Cole McCoy.
Gains a couple on the play.
Jeff's cramping. Jeff.
Brings up about 2nd and 7.
More cramps on the Saints side.
So Toscano was able to give up
Nice
2
job
there.
by number 75, Jeremy Singleton, pointing out the upcoming blitz on that play.
We'll take a break. And we're back now. Toscano will take the snap, hand it up the middle to Love.
Love
Joe
bounces
Love
off some
pretty straight
tackles.
up the
There's a
middle.
flag
Two
down.
Looks like
tackles
this one is
carried
empty
Looks like
coming
it
back.
will come
defenders,
back.
Another 3 yards.
Caleb Bay just is slung
there's a
to the
flag on
ground
the
by his
play.
jersey.
Trinity is celebrating, but they are yet to realize that there's
That's
a flag on
enough
the
for a
field. This one
Titan
is
first
definitely
down, but
coming
we'll
back.
see if this is coming back.
I believe Caleb Bay got there along with Brian Bell. I
Holding
think
on the Titans, it's coming back.
pretty egregious penalty on Bell there, blocking the back.
Yeah.
Great call. So that'll be coming back.
Hey, we got to be smart DBs. Hey, make sure Meehan's good. He's stretching a lot.
2nd and very long now for the Titans after that holding penalty.
Pass.
Toscano rolls out left, throws to the left. That's Damgard in coverage.
Great
Great
breakup
play.
from Teddy
Toscano
Damgard.
going deep down the left sideline to number 5, Sean Riley. Broken up by number 17, Teddy Damgard of the Saints.
It's been a battle today between Riley and Damgard, and I think it's probably
Number 15
pretty
of the
even.
Saints, Matt Grant in there too.
I mean, we've seen Riley bring one in earlier, but we've also seen Damgard and Matt Grant come in and get an interception
Third down
earlier.
for the Titan offense.
Chris Thomas has been incredible today, William. I mean,
Yeah.
I haven't seen his man catch many balls today. He's got Walker Ferguson right now, but he's been jamming him at the line of scrimmage and hasn't really been able to get his route. He's really been getting him off his route off that initial jam, and it's impressive. It's one of the pros of having such a physical corner out there.
Rush on the edge from Nelson. Screen pass. Love.
And there's Thomas.
Great play off the block.
Yeah, so like we said earlier,
21, Joe Love.
Walker
He gets a lot
Ferguson
of
was
that
blocking
yardage back,
Thomas there,
it
but
doesn't look like quite
So
enough.
this
The Titans
is going to
decided
be
to do here on
interesting to
4th
see what the
down.
Titans do here. About 4th and 5.
And that's the end of the
So
third quarter.
end of the third quarter, Saints lead 14-13 after two teams trade touchdowns.
Titans will
We'll be
face
right
a
back.
4th down decision here.
Back here, big 4th down call. They're actually going to look to do a pooch punt, and they will. Saints have nobody back there. Nice punt.
by the Titans.
And going to
Gonna
be
put the
downed
Saints all
at
the way back deep in their territory on the
7-yard line.
Maybe the 9-yard line where they'll take over 1st and 10.
The big drive for the Saints here. I expect them to burn as much clock as possible.
Titan execution
I think
of the
O'Farrell
quick
will go
kick
back
to
in.
perfection. No
it's a
one
big
back
stop
for
by the Saints there. I feel like Trinity had momentum after scoring
Changing
on that
field
last
position.
drive. Saints were able to put some good heat on Toscano. And again, great coverage by Teddy Damgard. They've been trying him this game, and they've been going at him, but he's held his own.
So it is O'Farrell back in at quarterback.
The Saints. Movement appears to be on the Saint line. We'll see what they call.
And
Flag down.
false start. The ball moved in Bannister's hand there.
Procedure against the Saints. It's going to back them up another 5.
So now they're at their 2-yard line.
I believe it should be the 4. Actually, it's half the
Oh
distance.
yeah, excuse me, half the distance. Farrell bubble screen out to Green. One-on-one at the outside, breaks by a defender using his speed on the outside. Good for the first down.
Andre Green.
Really impressive there from Andre Green.
If O'Farrell gets the ball quicker there, could be touchdown.
That's a Saints first down.
Made 2 miss on the
Out
outside.
to about the 18-yard line.
He's quick, and that's
Yeah.
what I was saying earlier in basketball. He's plays really good defense, uptight, always on the point guard.
Great on the
shooting guards,
break.
They spotted
and
him out of bounds at the
gets a
point.
lot of fast break points because he can
First and 10
pickpocket
for the
and
Saints.
bring it down the other end and score.
Green, Tazwell, and Nigel Green as the receivers.
And look at all the space they're giving Nigel Green.
Fumble on the handoff to the Titans recover it. The Titans will.
Looks like they do. It's the Titans football. Rough exchange there on the handoff. Titans have it. The recovery made by number 6, Elijah Rainier.
So it seemed to be just a miscommunication between Griffin O'Farrell and Hayden Forrest, and now Titans with great field position inside the 20-yard line.
Just like even the running game, too. Stop.
It stopped, by the way.
Toscano will
Toscano
throw
back
left.
pass.
That's Mina Velia. Terrible coverage. Terrible coverage. That's twice now we've seen this from Mina Velia. I mean, that's of the 3 touchdowns Trinity scored, that is the second one over the middle with Mina Velia playing coverage.
Just late getting there.
I imagine that's the last time we'll see him guarding that, because I think we're going to see
Seems to be
substitution.
And your Titans waste no time in taking advantage of the Saints' turnover. 1 play, 1 pass, 1 score.
So credit to Trinity's offensive coordinator. They found a weakness in our defense, and that's twice now they've created mismatches with our safety and scored off both opportunities. The PAT is good, and Trinity will be up 6 now, 20-14.
Now it goes back to the fumble on the exchange between O'Farrell and Forrest, giving Titans a supreme field position inside the 20-yard line.
I think it'll be interesting to see who comes out at safety on this next drive.
Yeah, I mean,
Avelia was there for the coverage, had his assignment correct, picked up the right guy, but
slow getting there.
yep,
Yeah.
and just never really covered him, never got around to see the ball.
Need one more. Put Dre or Nigel back there.
So back deep for the Saints is
All right, Nigel,
Chris Thomas.
second line.
Hayden Forrest, I believe, is on the sideline with an injury. Something happened on that handoff. I think he was grabbing his leg, so it might have been another cramp. We've seen.
Yes, okay, Nigel can go off.
Connor Whipplong, number 30 to kick
So
off.
Chris and Andre Green back deep to return with
And
Forrest
wish a big
out.
happy birthday to number 24 out there helping to cover this kick, Max Cullen.
Chris Thomas isn't usually the guy we see back there, but I like this move because Chris is a huge guy for a defensive back. I think once he gets moving, it could be dangerous. It's going to be hard to bring him down. McClung will kick.
Short kick returnable.
It will be Chris Thomas.
Thomas will get it. Nobody picked up their lane on the right-hand side.
Okay, that's terrible
Kick
effort by
by
Andre
number
Green.
3, Christian Thomas, brought down by number 88 on the play.
I'm not quite sure he knew what he was doing there.
I don't think it's
Way
on
to
Chris
cover that
Thomas
kick.
there. I mean, obviously it's better if you go left, but I also saw that Andre Green didn't pick anybody up.
Sophomore
Yeah, 3
down
Titans went
there,
unblocked on the right side.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think you could point the finger in several directions, but at the end of the day, we're starting out at the 22, which is not terrible.
First and 10 for the Saints on the 22-yard line. O'Farrell remains at QB for the Saints.
Hendrick
So
bounces off a
Hendrick
tackle, gets a block from Nigel Green, stiff arm.
Low hit,
Nice big carry from Trent Hendrick, getting 9 yards on first down.
and he's hard to bring down. I think number 8 is now hurt.
First down.
Stop
So
by
gonna
number 2,
give
Mel
him the
Smith.
first down there.
And you got a cramp over here, so take your time.
Number 8 on down.
We're good, we're good.
So he's cramping, but he's just going to get off
Trey
the field
Bailey
and deal
down
with
Yeah.
for
that
the
later.
Titans, but he's up and off the field.
That's a safety.
In yet to see Gil Williams in this half. Farrell rolls out to his left. Throws it to Sullivan, actually, who's in the game. Gets a block from Taswell. Another 11-yard pickup in the first down. Interesting, Joe Sullivan getting in there.
Sullivan on offense.
Yeah. Two nice plays in
I
a
guess
row.
a tight end type
Number
fullback.
5, Trent Henry with a tough run and a quick little rollout pitch and catch to the left side, and now the Saints are close to midfield.
But that's the kind of offense I think that our Farrell would thrive in, is that ability to roll out and find Sullivan there on just a little drag route.
Yeah.
Nice gain. Keeps the offense moving.
Looks to be back in there as well. Hand off to Hendrick. Nobody blocked. No.
77. That's Jeff Wickham got beat right off the bat by Hamback.
By number 55, Jackson Hamback of your Titans.
So that'll be Jackson Hamback's first tackle. He beats Wickham there on the rush, gets in there and stops Hendrick in the backfield.
Second and 10 for the Saints.
Quick release to Wallace.
Gets a couple yards after the tackle. Good for maybe 9 yards.
I was expecting to see Trinity start pressing more, as we saw earlier on Gil Williamson's first drive. They got a lot of success from just short passes, 2 to 3 yards, and then our players just making plays after that.
It's third down. Let's hear it for our Titan defense.
I think maybe a lack of confidence in Trinity's ability to play deep is why they're giving so much space, but I think if St. Chris is able to exploit that flaw. So they give it to Jeff Moore, he breaks one.
Looks to be good for the first down. Jeff Moore getting in at running back. Everybody getting a piece of the pie here. This drive for the Saints.
James Nelson's in the
That will be a first down.
Come up with a stop and just enough to move the chains, it appears.
So great effort there from Jeff Moore. Someone hit him immediately upon getting the ball in the backfield, but he's able to shake that one off and get the first down in a short yardage situation. Crucial play.
Ball on the Titan 46-yard line. First and 10 for the Saints.
Farrell just no help from his offensive line and take a sack of 15 yards.
Griffin O'Farrell sacked by number 25, Daniel Isaac.
That was a sight to be seen there. That was
Now 2nd and 25 for the Saints to get out of.
Disciplined rush by the Titans. Kept the Saints quarterback hemmed in.
Williamson actually in the game, going deep for Andre Green. What a catch!
That is unbelievable. That is unbelievable. Andre Green just pulled in a one-handed catch along the sideline off an incredible throw by Gil Williamson. That is Sports Center top 10 type material.
Andre Green.
That is Sports Center top 10 type material. That is an incredible catch. Andre Green, the sophomore prospect. That is incredible.
And the toe tap at the end, got both feet down. Would have been good in the NFL.
The Saints subbed in Gil Williamson and almost immediately get a 40-yard gain here.
Green, number 6.
Great throw and catch, but that catch is Sports Center top 10 material. Williamson hands off to Hendrick.
Up the right-hand seam. Hendrick's got a seam barely tripped up.
Good tackle.
Good for the first down and 13 yards. Good tackle by Mal Smith there.
And great blocking by Tazwell and Green. That's Nigel Green, not Andre Green, on the right side there. I can't get over that catch. That was
crazy.
The ball. That's 4 first downs in a row.
It was similar to, although it didn't happen in the end zone, it was similar to Odell Beckham's where he grabbed it over his head.
Yeah.
I mean, one-handed over his head
It looked like pass interference to me as defender was all over him.
Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. It could have been like Odell Beckham's where it was pass interference and they still brought it in.
Williamson remains in the game for the Saints.
Williamson shotgun Forrest to his left, gonna roll out.
They're going back to him. It looks
Looking
like
for Andre Green.
No. So they wanted. I think they wanted what they had with Andre Green, but I think Gil didn't feel it, so he just gonna throw that one in dirt. Restart. But it was there. They got what they wanted, and they wanted that one-on-one coverage again with Andre Green. You throw it up to him, he can make a play.
Wow. That's an NFL type catch.
I still can't believe that.
Yeah.
And that's what we mentioned earlier, is that he has gotten so much bigger, faster, and stronger.
Able to fight off the defender and just go up and grab it with one hand and got both feet down.
Snap to Williamson.
Gonna rush it actually up the middle.
Cuts back inside.
Good for maybe 4 yards. Didn't like what he got immediately when he was scanning the field with Nigel Green. So he
looks like they were looking for a slant there initially. It wasn't there. So
Need about 7.
It's a good decision. He's able to get about 4 or 5. And does it back and get the first. That's the thing about Gil Williamson. At 6'7", if you fall forward, that's at least 2 yards.
Sitting on the Titan 14-yard line.
From what you already have. So he fell forward there and able to get the first down.
It's 3rd down. Let's hear it for our
So
Titan
Not actually first
defense.
down. They're going to pull that one back.
big play here with 5.5 to go in the quarter and game, really. So down 6. Williamson gonna drop out, looking for Green and just way over his head.
Forced to throw it away. Good pressure by number 56
So
of the Titans.
interesting to see if they go for it. It actually looks like they will bring on Jack Sears on the kicking team.
So I thought they got the first down, but they didn't.
And it's 4th down for the Saints. Looks like a field goal attempt. 99, Jack Sewers in the game.
Yeah, big field goal here from the right hash.
31-yarder for
Yeah.
Sears. This would limit the game to 3 points.
Griffin O'Farrell with the hold, the QB.
Nice snap, nice hold, and it looked to be good.
Nice
Great
kick.
kick from Jack Sears, making it a one-possession game.
It was
and a
close, but he got it in.
field goal.
Good hold.
Saints are field goal away
Good
from
kick.
tying it up with 5 minutes left. They will
And it's
surely
your
get the
Titans
ball back.
20 and the Saints 17.
So we'll be right back.
5 minutes and 2. Set to return the kick. Mal Smith, number 2, and number 11.
We're back
Trey
here.
Ferguson of
with
your Titans.
5 minutes remaining. Saints just kicked a field goal off Jack Sears. Cut the lead to 3. And now are kicking off to the Titans.
Nice kick.
Back at the end zone, going to be a touchback.
It's going to be a touchback for the Titans. They're going to take over on their own 20-yard line. 5:02 left in the game.
Setting up for a great finish here. Really solid game so far.
So this will be interesting. It's going to be, as I mentioned earlier.
Matt Grant in now.
Yep. Like as I mentioned earlier, I think they were going to pull out Meehan. They were going after him. I think Trinity was designing plays to go after him and create that one-on-one match that they liked. So going to go with the sophomore Matt Grant in now at free safety alongside Brooks Council. Damgard and Thomas press.
Hand off to
Good with the
Love.
carry up the
Nice
middle.
tackle there. That's number
Stop for
50,
no
Garnet
gain by the
Nelson.
Saints number 50. Garnet Nelson.
I think Garnet might be one of the more underrated players on the St. Chris football team.
Yeah, definitely, especially at his size. You know, playing D-line is not easy.
Hey, watch this hot pass to number 2. Quick pass to 2. They just changed it up.
Thomas and Damgard will press.
It's going to be a sweep to Mal Smith, surely
Yeah,
holding
that
there.
is
Yeah,
egregious.
that's no
Sweep
question.
to
3
Smith.
flags fly.
That looked like number
Quickly
75.
by
I believe that's
Saints, by
Singleton.
number 3,
Just-
Christian Thomas. Little to no gain. And there's a penalty on the play.
Just tackled Garnet Nelson.
Yeah.
It'll be 3rd and 14. Yeah, 3rd and 14. Or 2nd and 20, probably.
You have 2 of them.
Holding on the Titans has been
Here we
declined.
go. 3rd and long.
Going to decline the penalty after the loss of yards. So set up around a 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 here. Yeah, 3rd and
Saints elect to
13.
take the loss on the play. That's going to set up a 3rd down and 12 yards to go for the Titans deep in their own territory.
Tell Cole to hit him.
It's a big play here.
So they've got a. Looks like he'll come in motion now.
Mal Smith in motion. Yeah, Toscano drops back, pressured, looks a screen.
Slip screen.
That's Love wrapped
no.
up. No,
Screen
still
pass
going. Has to get by the 30.
man.
Fighting for yardage. Fighting for yardage. And now
There is a flag.
It looks like enough on 1st down, but there's a flag on the play.
So I don't know if you
Screen
saw there.
pass up the middle. Joe Love with a tough run, helped by his offensive line.
There's a big collision between Joe Sullivan and Trent Hendrick.
Let's see what the
because
flag brings.
They
Sullivan
kinda-
was coming
yeah.
from behind him. I don't think Hendrick saw him when the bag juked right. I think they might have collided there.
Let's see what the call is on the flag.
It is against Trinity.
It's a push. So
Titans call for aiding the runner.
basically, people who were
They were fine until the very end. The guy came in and grabbed them and started pulling.
The penalty happens from the spot of the foul. That's going to bring a
So
3rd
pull
down.
from
About 7
Trinity,
to go, it
actually.
looks like.
on the sort of dog pile that was at the end of the play.
Shout out to Scott Van Arsdale, special
Yeah.
teams coordinator, for the explanation there. Great football knowledge.
Yeah, so it was fine up until the point it started pulling. So it's going to bring it back actually from the spot of the foul.
Wait, Talk, how much time did they get? We gotta be on it now.
And timeout Trinity as the play clock was winding down. Big 3rd and 7 coming up here. We'll be right
Titans
back.
call a timeout.
Toscano going to roll out, throwing for
Throws it.
Mal Smith.
Almost
Almost
picked off.
intercepted by Brooks Council, but it is incomplete.
Wow.
Nice play from him.
Did he
Bring
throw
up.
that left-handed?
I'm not sure, actually. I think it was right. He just looked really awkward, and Trinity's going to punt. Can't risk it on
That was
4th
very
and
risky.
6.
If Brooks Council gets there a second
Could have
earlier,
been a pick 6
that's
easily.
easily
Yeah.
going back to the house.
So that would be Brooks.
Brooks.
So back for the Saints is Hayden
And
Forrest.
that's
He's
going to bring
electric.
up 4th down for the Titans.
And I think
Look to
he
be
can
in
definitely
punt
bring this one
formation.
back.
See what I'm saying there?
Punt, short, awkward punt.
He's going to have to take this one on a hop. Oh, that's a high
tough
hit.
hit.
It is immediately brought down by number 8.
Nothing Forrest could do. He had to get it.
Yeah, that's a really pretty high hit, too.
Connor Erlenbach.
Got Forrest around the neck.
Carter Hugate.
People defending the Gunners didn't really check him up that well. They got there really quick. But
Hayden Forrest
pretty good
fields it,
field
but
position
no
for the Saints around the
return.
40-yard line.
And that's the thing. This is where having an elite kicker like Jack Sears really comes in
Saints
handy
take it
because
over. First
you can
and
tie
10
up the
on their
game.
own 40-yard line. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to go in the game. And here comes the
So-
Saints offense.
looks like it'll be
Griffin
Griffin
O'Farrell
O'Farrell.
back at QB for the Saints.
He'll drop back. He's in a
Back to
roll
pass, rolling
right.
out.
Scanning, throwing.
Over
finds
Tazwell. Good catch
I'm not
from
sure how he
Will
caught that. That
Tazwell.
is
Yeah.
incredible.
Yeah.
Looking and caught
With
by
the contact,
number 2.
too, able to hold on.
Head-to-head
Between two
contact there
Titan
for number
defenders.
5.
Good defense but better offense, and he holds
Looks-
on to the ball.
If it's a first down, Coach, you're getting a lot of time.
Hey, why is the clock running?
Second and 1.
They gotta measure that. That is.
Stop the clock then.
They're saying it's enough for a first down. They're moving the chains.
It's still go. It's still go.
Hey, put 10, 15 seconds back on that clock.
So we're
Clock issues. Is quick pass
Nice
from
spin move by Walker Wallace. Another one
over the
missed.
middle.
Leads two defenders.
Gets the
30-yard
first
gain.
down. That's going to stop the clock.
Walker Wallace down
As it should have done
inside
before.
The Titan 35-yard line.
So you may have heard in the background there.
Nice catch and run.
St. Christopher's got a first down.
And the clock continued
But
to
they
run.
never stop the clock. As in high school and college football, while the sticks are being moved, you are supposed to stop the clock, but no one did.
Burned
so
about
they
20
lost,
seconds off.
lost about 25
Yeah.
seconds, which is extremely valuable in these late game situations. So poor clock management there from whoever's running the scoreboard.
It was a one-on-one with Andre Green and Mal Smith on the outside, although Farrell's going to roll to his left, get to Wallace trying to get out of bounds. Will.
Catch to number 13
He'll
again,
stop the
Walker
clock.
Wallace for a
So
gain of
6
3 or 4
yards.
on the
Yeah,
play.
Out of
that's
bounds.
the place you need in this
Absolutely.
situation.
The Saints are moving the ball right now.
Farrell has done a much better job than he
Second, about
has
6 to go.
in the first half,
Absolutely.
just getting the ball out.
I think the line has also improved. I mean, we have seen a couple times where the whole line is broken
Yeah.
down. They've gotten just jailbreak
Farrell bringing the
blitzes,
play from the
which
sidelines here.
can be very hard. So heavy formation for the Saints. They'll pitch it out to Forrest. And looks like that was Reed Terry.
Yeah, just
on
off the
outside.
edge. Going to be a loss of one, and
Yeah.
2 or 3 on the
pitches
play.
like that with a minute and
Yeah,
40
not
left.
sure.
It's going to let the clock run. Do
Tackle
believe
by
the Saints
Titans,
have
number
all
3,
three timeouts,
Mario
maybe.
Thompson. Number 6, Elijah
And I think
Rainier on the
it's-
play too.
I think it's interesting you're running up.
Brings up 3rd and 7 or 8. Looks to be a loss on that one of about 1. On
So
the carry by
Forrest is
Hayden
going
Forrest,
to
number
switch
1 of the
sides in the
Saints.
backfield here now. Snap to O'Farrell. He's going to look left, but eventually tuck up the middle. He's going to run.
Quarterback draw by
Looks to be
Farrell.
good for the first down. That'll stop the clock.
1:08 remaining.
It could be like in super trust.
And the Saints move the chains.
Knock it through. He will.
Yeah, they started. Y'all watch the clock for me.
All right.
If we lose more than 2 seconds.
All right.
Do you have all 3?
Running right now.
It should be.
Yeah, once the ball is placed, the clock can run. Farrell going to roll out to his left. Nothing there. Probably just throw it out of bounds, and yeah, he'll just
That'll
run
stop
out
the
of
clock.
bounds.
That's a appropriate decision by O'Farrell.
Yeah, that was a good decision.
Really
Not
smart
forcing
move.
it.
Not only does he stop the clock, but he doesn't force
40
anything.
seconds left in the game. Brings up
Interesting
second
to
down.
see Saints have not used any of their
Gain of
timeouts
about
yet.
3 by O'Farrell.
And O'Farrell needs to be careful here because if it's not there, you don't need to force it. You've got a great kicker in Jack Sears.
Wallace going to come into the game for Reed Terry.
2nd and 7 now. Saints deep in Titan territory, down 3. 40 seconds remain.
Snap to Farrell.
Farrell.
Get rid of it quick. And
Quick
Tazewell.
Tazewell tackled inbounds. You gotta call a timeout here. You gotta call a timeout here. Yeah.
And they do. And
Pass catch by caught by number 2, Will Tazewell.
Yeah, he didn't get out of bounds. He was waiting on their call.
Saints call
I thought
timeout.
we
3rd down.
called a timeout earlier.
27 seconds left in the game.
It's on the whistle. So 3rd and 5 here. They don't get it here. Expect Seavers to come on and try to tie the game up at 20.
As of right now, it'd be a 32-yarder. He converted on
31.
And he definitely had the leg for it. It's just a matter of
Interesting to see if they actually go to set him up here. Get on the, run towards the middle of the field, or if they just go all out for the first down.
you got to be careful with the
Yeah.
clock. You definitely, I believe we still have a timeout
Yeah,
left. You want to keep
yeah.
that one in case the worst happens and you do get tackled in bounds. But
And it's 3rd down.
you can
Let's
expect
give it up
Trinity
for
to be
Titan
guarding the sidelines,
defense.
trying to keep St. Christopher's
Yeah.
players in bounds.
27 seconds to go.
And it looks like Clones will have one last talk over with Farrell as they put in Williamson at quarterback.
In for the Saints, number 12 at quarterback.
He'll
Some
look
drops
right,
back,
throw left
looking
into
for
the end
Nigel
zone,
Green too far.
out of bounds.
He's pushed out of bounds. That's going to be pass interference.
Pass was out of bounds and incomplete, but there's a flag down.
It looked uncatchable to me.
It looked uncatchable, but
Yeah.
let's see.
It was Nigel Green was pushed out of bounds.
And although it did land out of bounds, it doesn't mean it wasn't catchable because Nigel Green has incredible vertical
Yeah.
and incredible height. This will be interesting to see if they pick this one up or they'll keep it. Looks like they will enforce a penalty.
Going to get the ball around the 8-yard line.
Unfortunately,
That's
the
gonna
Saints
give the
were
Saints
inside the
a
20-yard
first
line, so it's
down.
only going to be half the distance rather than having it
First
the
and
one.
goal. 22 seconds left.
With 22 seconds down 3. Believe still a timeout. At least one remaining, maybe two.
It'll still be Gil Williamson at quarterback. They'll take out O'Farrell. Out wide is Andre Green by himself. A bunch of St. Chris players to the left. He'll look left, throw
Williamson
right.
looking for Andre Green, the
Fade route to
one-on-one.
Andre Green.
Grabs it. What a catch.
The pass is up, and the pass is caught by number 6 of the
Hang on, there's
Saints,
a penalty on the
Andre
field.
Green.
Andre Green did just catch the touchdown, but they have thrown a flag. It could have been a push-off by Andre Green.
Flag on the play.
There's no way that could have been a push-off.
So they call offensive pass interference. I did not see it. I guess they're going to claim he pushed him in the back. It doesn't. I didn't see any
Called
pushing.
Offensive pass interference, and that's going to back up the Saints and negate the touchdown.
I think that's a weak call. I mean, I didn't see any pushing. I saw him go directly
I
up.
think that's something that you let play, because in a 50-50 ball,
With 15 seconds left in the close game situation, you can't throw that penalty there. You can't throw an offensive pass interference at the end there. It was not enough happened there for them to be throwing that penalty, and that could very well decide the game.
now they back up out of inside the 10-yard line.
Absolutely. Now it's going to hurt your
There's a
field goal.
beautiful throw from Williamson. Great
Yeah.
catch from Andre Green. And
High pointed the ball, gets up vertically at the top of the route. I mean, it's just, you can't ask for anything more out of your guys.
so Williamson drops back looking for Andre Green
try
again.
again.
Up to go up and get it.
Wow.
Williamson goes right back to the same play. Broken up by number 2 of the Titans, Mouse Smith.
Batted down by Mouse Smith. It was a good throw, but really good defensive play from Mouse Smith.
And that's an opportunity you love to see. I mean,
Second down.
Andre Green had it. He had secured it for a little bit, but just unable to come down with it. But
10
that's still
seconds
a
left
great
now in the
opportunity.
game.
So at 10 seconds, probably that one more shot towards the end zone here, and then going to be Seavers on for the field goal.
So 10 seconds left. The scoreboard says 4, but there is 10 seconds left on the clock. Snap to Williamson. He'll look left, throw.
Up, and it's intercepted.
On the tight end, number 5.
Brought down, and that's the game.
Sean Ray with the interception, and he's runs out the clock, and your Titans have won.
So
Trinity Titans 20, Saints 17, stealing the deal. Number 5, Sean Ray with the interception. Under 10 seconds remaining, and the run that runs
So,
out the
a
clock.
game-winning interception. That's always
Yeah.
a tough break. Like we said, we mentioned that O'Farrell was doing a great job of securing the ball, not throwing one. You hate to see it, but at the end of the day, that's a great game from both teams.
Yeah, I mean, questionable officiating there at the end, but
Yep, and like I said, that
They were
very
still
well
in
decided
field
the
goal
game.
range
I think
to
that's a
tie.
weak call. You can't be throwing that when there's not that much contact there. It ultimately decides the game.
To the Saints and Titans this evening.
So that'll do it for us here. Final score: Trinity 20, your St. Christopher's Saints 17.
we'll be back next week as Saints are going to face St. Stephen St. Angus for their home opener.